I guess this is the latest budget cut brainstorm. Close all metal detectors but one.
You could just give everybody guns and holsters and save a lot of time and money.
Well, shall we become intimate with today's docket?
Well, you could stand a little closer to me and make your boyfriend jealous.
Please step through one
What
at
boyfriend?
a time. Get to everybody, one at a time, please.
How was he my boyfriend?
You went on a date?
We had coffee.
You went to a restaurant, sat in the booth, he paid. You think that wasn't a date?
It wasn't. We met up at a school thing. We had coffee afterwards, and no universe is at a date.
Why is he looking at you like, yes, sir, that's my baby?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna nip this in the bud right now.
No bud nipping time like the present.
Watch me.
Excuse. Judge coming through. Thank you.
Morning.
Hi.
They ought to have an express lane. People with 12 motions or less.
That's fine. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for the coffee and steel blonde cake the other night.
That was fun.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Place your bag on the counter, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how to say this. It was a lot of fun, and we seem to have a good rhythm or something. But I'm just nowhere near ready to date.
You thought that I...
Oh no, I didn't. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't think that the coffee was
No. Coffee was coffee.
right.
I need you to step over here, sir.
Coffee.
Not that I didn't really enjoy having bad coffee with you.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we got everything cleared up. I mean,
Yes, please.
not that there was anything to clear up.
Right. I mean, if I were to hit on you, I'd at least wait until Stu's kilt came back from the cleaners.
Move forward, please. One at a time.
Oh, by the way, this, not a date.
So, how'd it go?
You're dead to me. If I were to hit on you, like it was some idea from Mars until I brought it up.
Well, who does he think he is, anyway? I mean, in my opinion, that blue-eyed, chiseled-jawed, great physique and a perfectly tailored suit thing is overdone. Even if he does have great lips.
Hazel.
What?
His eyes are hazel. I'm a judge. I look at lawyers in the eye. How did he manage to make me feel rejected? I don't want to date him. I left a perfectly nice man at the altar 3 weeks ago, for God's sake. I'm just not used to a guy joking about how he doesn't want to go out with me, and I want to know what the hell that's about.
Well, the guy was not interested in you. For some reason that defies logic.
You set me up.
I just try to give you a normal guy's perspective.
He said if I were going to hit on you. What does that mean?
I believe we covered this.
Morning. Well, I trust you are ready for your makeover. Lightweight ballistic nylon. Goes as well with jeans as it does with evening wear.
I trust you're not expecting me to wear that.
I'm not. The state is. Since that caseworker was shot in Delaware, they've become worried about us.
That poor woman was shot in the head, which means this fashion statement would not have helped her a bit.
You know, I will email the governor immediately and clear that up. In the meantime, I am bound by law to give these to the entire staff.
Fine. I'll put it in the trunk of my car, where I won't have to look at it and be reminded that I am forced to wear combat gear on a job for which I am criminally underpaid.
What are you telling me? You want hazard pay?
I do not appreciate pithy comments about my financial situation from the man who slashed my hours.
For your own good.
I see. And when exactly does the good part start?
You know, I prefer it when our office tension just roils under the surface behind meaningless small talk and tight smiles.
For your information, Sean, I've taken a survey. Everyone in this office, except for me, is moonlighting for the extra cash. You, for example, teach the Irish jig on weekends.
Okay, the official term is heritage step dancing.
Robert creates websites And Kimberly is working at the Hartford Wellness Mental Health Center doing God knows what.
Actually, Kimberly was fired. Apparently, there was an ugly incident involving the staff refrigerator and some vegan chili.
Kimberly is a therapist. Now, there's a terrifying thought.
Maybe you should talk to the mental health center. They're always looking for people like you.
Cranky and opinionated and overdrawn.
You have a counselor's license.
Yeah, not to mention a keen understanding of refrigerator boundary issues.
Maybe I will look into that, Robert.
Robert was joking.
No, I wasn't.
Maxine, when I suggested therapy, this is not the side of the couch I had in mind. And I did not cut your hours so you'd have the time to go find work on the outside. You are supposed to be taking it easy.
Sean, it is your prerogative to give me free hours, but you may not tell me how to spend them.
I have before me a petition to modify a joint custody agreement brought by Patricia Rollins. Why is your client seeking full custody?
Your Honor, 11-year-old Isaac Rollins has always been a model child, but since the divorce, he has been sent home from school twice, he gets into fights, his language is abusive and offensive.
The type of behavioral change often attributed to divorce. Why do you think modifying the custody agreement would improve matters?
Joint custody means Isaac spends time with his father without his mother's, shall we say, socializing influence.
Try English.
Kid spends too much time with his father. His father's a jerk. In fact, his father is a jerk for a living. Are you familiar with the Jay Rollins show?
Not as a listener, but I am aware that it exists, and Mr. Rollins falls under the category of shock jock. Speaking of Mr. Rollins, counselors, your table seems to be short one person.
Cynthia Moran, Your Honor, with Canfield Lehane, Burke and Moran. Our firm represents not only J. Rollins, but World Mine Incorporated, of which WGOO radio station is a subsidiary.
And where's Mr. Rollins?
Oh, Mr. Rollins is a stage 2 celebrity, Your Honor. His show is syndicated in 27 markets.
Ms. Moran, I don't care what level of celebrityhood Mr. Rollins is in. I would like him here tomorrow morning. At what time, Mr. Van Exel?
9:30.
9:30 sharp. Are we clear?
Clear, Your Honor.
Good. Next case.
You know what the most common name in the world is?
Mohammed. I got that email of useless facts, too. I was particularly enlightened to find out that a pig's orgasm lasts for 30 minutes. Sheds a whole new light on Kermit. That email happened to mention the most common greeting for a socially awkward situation?
Hey was first, followed closely by how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing? This is Dr. Todd Hooper, the new Lily, my friend Heather Lamont.
Nice to meet you. How do you like you better than the old Lily?
Oh, you're just saying that because she fired you. You got rounds?
You'll have to excuse Todd. He's himself today.
One more reason to be glad I don't work here anymore. Listen, I just came by to tell you I'm sorry.
For what?
You know, being a passive-aggressive bitch.
Actually, you seemed pretty active-aggressive. Let's not rehash it. One could argue that you were justified.
So you forgive me?
I forgive you. If you'll forgive me.
Works for me.
Great. We're both forgiven. Jesus is happy. I've got rounds. What's going on?
My father's coming to town tomorrow. Wants to have lunch.
Is that a bad thing?
It is, unless you want to go with me. Then I'll at least be bearable.
I don't do well with fathers. Ask mine.
I can't do it alone. I need someone there with me. Someone like you.
You need a recovering addict with a cowlick?
Please.
Dr. McCarty, Mrs. Phelps is waiting in observation.
Sure. I'll go.
You're a lifesaver. I'll call you about where and when.
Well, the kids and I are ready to run out the door, but I can't find Jillian. She went to the Quick Pick to get baby wipes, and she should have been home half an hour ago. No, she's not answering her cell. Wait a minute. Never mind. Here she comes. Look, don't hold dinner for us, but we'll be there. Okay? Yeah, bye. Hey, Nettie.
What?
Nettie, Mommy's home. Go get your jacket so we can go to Grandma's.
Okay.
Good boy. Where were you? I was worried.
I drove around.
You drove around?
There was a song on the radio I wanted to hear. You know what? You're gonna have to go by yourself. I'm just not up to your family tonight.
Okay, who was the first person to ever look at one of these and decide there's something in there worth fighting for?
I don't know, but I bet it was a man, and I bet he wasn't going to do the work.
Artichoke. First man to ever say all this needs is lemon butter.
Okay. Hypothetical question. You see me at a bar, and, well, I'm not your cousin.
Hello, family.
Hey, Ma.
Hey, Maxine. Okay, so you're at a bar. I'm not your cousin.
What do you take me for, a Jets fan or a Giants fan?
Is this a trick question?
What are we having?
Chicken Kyle.
Amy!
Well, if no one wants to put their name on it, that's not a good sign.
Looks like chicken. Yuck.
Who's at the table?
It's not my turn.
It is if I say it is.
Ooh. You will never guess what I'm doing tomorrow morning. I'm going on a job interview.
You have a job.
Well, since Sean has seen fit to trim my hours to give me time to reflect on my recent misbehavior, I'm going to spend my free time earning a little extra money.
Doing what?
I'm going to use my MFC credentials.
You're going to be a therapist?
If all goes well, I'm going to hang out my shingle tomorrow at the Hartford Mental Health Center.
Just ignore him, Mom. I think it's great, Mom. I think it's a very courageous thing to do in an out there kind of way.
I suppose this is about as much support as I could expect.
Come on, Mom. You just surprised us. You didn't give us any warning. I think it's great. I do. You give a lot of free advice anyway. Why not make some mattress money?
Aunt Max, I'm sorry. I think you're gonna do great.
Put these glasses on the table.
Don't bother setting a place for me. I'm not very hungry.
So, how long you been with DCF?
157 years, give or take.
You're aware this is a part-time position.
I'm not trying to change my life. I'm just looking to add dimension to my public service.
Tell me about that.
Dr. Foster.
Call me Alan.
I spend the bulk of my time in the field, where situations frequently escalate to a crisis level. I thought it would be prudent to strengthen my therapy muscles as a preventative resource. And I would like the extra cash. Alan.
What about training?
I maintain my marriage and family counselor certificate.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I have 3 children and 3 grandchildren. Believe me, I'm up to my gizzard in relevant life experience.
I know the feeling. I've got 2 ex-wives, children, stepchildren, their children, everybody's boyfriends and life partners, and a brother who's an aging bodybuilder with transgender issues. Anyway, what makes you think you'd be good at this therapy stuff?
How long did it take me to get your life story?
Jay's turned Isaac into a monster. Changed his personality. He's rude. He's crude. He makes terrible remarks to his female teachers. He defies me all the time. Calls me names.
It's called puberty. Buy a parenting book.
Mr. Rollins.
I had to put on a best of tape because she forced me to come down to this little circus.
I forced you to, Mr. Rollins.
At this time, Your Honor, we'd like to play an excerpt from a recent Jay Rollins show.
Your Honor, we renew our objection to allow this tape into evidence.
Renewed and overruled. Play the tape.
Okay. How many friggin' times do I have to go over this with you ballless wonders? Now write it down and put it in your wallet. Then when it's closing time and that chick that was goat ugly at 2 beers is now white hot after 8, you can take it out and read it. Ready? I, a J. Rollins Battalion member, will not boink, bonk, hump, nail, or otherwise engage a single mother ever. Single mommies are simply sluts who popped out another guy's kid and want you to pay for the braces and the schools and the birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese. They want to get in your shorts because that's the fastest way into your wallets. Got it? End of story. What? Like I'm the only guy that thinks like that? Why else would I have such a big audience? Am I right? Am I right?
Your Honor, the J. Rollins show is irrelevant to this case. Altering the custody won't keep Isaac from hearing the show.
If he was any kind of a parent, he'd tell his son not to listen to him.
Do you tell your kids not to watch lawyer shows? And by the way, did the First Amendment get repealed while I was taking a nap? And notice I said nap instead of something to rhyme with nap, just to show you I can censor myself?
I appreciate the gesture. Now show me you can stop talking.
Your Honor, J. Rollins has been an exemplary parent. In fact, Patricia Rollins has been violating the existing custody agreement.
Objection, complete falsehood.
Patty, tell him. Tell him how you and Isaac are conveniently gone when I come by to pick him up.
Ms. Rollins?
Once Isaac went camping for the weekend with a friend. I forgot to tell Jay. And another time we got stuck in New Haven when my car broke down.
You don't think the judge has time to hear about the other 657 times you weren't there?
Hey, Mr. Rollins, I told you to stop talking.
Just for the record, Your Honor, are you a single mother?
My personal life is none of your business.
Aha! I knew it. We got a mistrial, am I right?
Recess, Your Honor.
Am I right?
That's a great idea.
Well, are you a Merlot man at lunch, Kyle, or more of a Chardonnay fella?
Cranberry and soda, actually. I don't drink.
Where did you find a doctor who doesn't drink?
He's 1 in a million.
Well, then you better hold on to him.
I'm working on it.
So, my daughter tells me this is pretty serious.
Daddy!
It's not unserious. It's a little undefined at the moment.
It's okay, honey. I told him.
Good.
Hey, look, Kyle, listen, I may be old-fashioned, but I'm a pragmatist, and I know how things are.
What things are those?
Well, you two living together, that's your business.
Oh.
It's a different world than the one I grew up in. I know that.
Us living together. Well, I'm glad you're okay with it.
As long as you do the right thing. Eventually. Who's got a crystal ball? As long as that's your good faith goal, you're not taking advantage of my daughter.
No. I'm,
Honey, Daddy isn't asking you to set a date right here on the spot. Just smile and tell him you are going to make an honest woman of me someday.
Mr. Labonte, I can assure you, I am going to make an honest woman of your daughter in the very near future.
Well, let's not wait for the drinks. Let's start celebrating that now.
The hair started to go south around the same time as the tech stocks. The portfolio was the next to go.
I see.
I used to have this big blonde mane. I was the Rod Stewart of the Hartford Smith Barney. Biggest producer in the office. Point guard of the company hoops team. Till I snapped my ACL, which is when I started putting on the LBs. And the whole sleep apnea thing started. Anita said it was like sleeping with a pilot whale.
Those sound like medical problems.
Anita said the medical stuff was symptomatic of the fact that I felt trapped in the marriage. So she set me free.
She ended the relationship.
It's like Everything that defined me is gone. The hair, the portfolio, the Porsche, the trophy wife. Plus, she won't let me see Abby.
Your daughter.
Our Shih Tzu. That might sound silly to you. But when you don't have kids, it's hard. Thank you.
Oh, get a grip.
Hey, I'm in a lot of pain here.
Let me tell you about pain. A family of 5 with no idea where their next meal is coming from. A woman caring for her grandson with pediatric AIDS. A child chained in a dark basement for a week with no food or water. Those people have a right to talk about pain. Sometimes a little perspective is helpful.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, and those nights when all you want to do is curl up with a glass of wine and a good book.
Yeah, but Bob the Builder's missing his hammer.
Yeah, and that Winnie the Pooh book isn't the right Winnie the Pooh book. And the Dora the Explorer book you thought was in the car is actually behind the dryer. But you won't know that for 3 more days.
And all you want to do is have an adult conversation for, like, maybe 5 minutes.
And you wonder, am I still capable?
And then all of a sudden, there you are having one, like now.
Yes, like now.
Hey, Jillian.
Oh, Peter, hi. Oh, it's my Peter. Husband.
Hi, Matthew. Hey, hope I wasn't interrupting.
No, we were just talking.
Kids, you know? Look, I better go. We've got Kinder Gym. It's nice meeting you.
Likewise.
See you again?
See ya.
Yeah. Seem like a nice guy.
He's here a lot. He's easy to talk to.
And I'm not?
Did I say that? Ned! Ned, honey, let's go.
It's been a while since I've seen you laugh like that.
Well, why don't you just say what you're trying to say?
I'm not. I'm just talking. Okay, here's something I'll say. Why did your good mood leave with what's his name?
Come on, that's nonsense.
We'll contact you next week.
No. Don't you tell me the law. I know the damn law. Where have you been? Oh, really? You want to get into a pissing contest with me, Leo? You'll be doing it in court. Leo Ahern, or Jackass, as I like to call him.
Good morning. I need a couple of hours off.
I just gave you half your hours off.
I'm trying to establish a client base at the mental health clinic. Once they have come to love me and realize they can't imagine life without me, I will rearrange their standing appointments to meet with your approval.
Maxine, there's a reason that they call it moonlighting instead of middle of the day lighting. Where are you going? I haven't given you an answer yet.
Pardon me.
Excuse me.
What? Hi. Salad? You want one with the stale croutons or without?
Well, you know me, my sense of adventure. Thank you.
By the way, this? Not a double date.
Isaac, when you and your dad spend time together, what kinds of things do you do?
Just hang out. We go to this pizza place I like and to the movies. Oh, and this one time, we took a limo to Yankee Stadium to see him play the Red Sox. We got to sit in the press box and everything.
Objection, Your Honor. Heartwarming, yet irrelevant.
The time he spends with his father is irrelevant in a custody hearing?
Overruled. But, Ms. Moran, please spare us the next 5 Norman Rockwell portraits, if that's what you have planned.
If the court will trust me that they exist, I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Waters?
Isaac, when you told Brenda Collins, your vice principal, that she should get back to the kitchen or the bedroom where she would know what to do, what did you mean?
Nothing.
You were quoting your father's show, weren't you?
So? People quote their favorite TV shows all the time.
What about when you told your mother, back off, bitch, before I go loco on your ass?
Your Honor, can we get back to the custody hearing?
Nice try, Miss Moran. Answer the question, Isaac.
I was mad. Kids get mad at their parents. I mean, there's no law against that. Am I right? Am I right?
Isaac, how do you feel about single mothers? Your father doesn't think that much of them. How about you?
Your Honor.
It's my courtroom, Miss Moran.
I don't know. I'm just a kid. I mean, I know they're always trying to, like, trap men and get all their money.
You're aware that your own mom is a single mother.
I guess.
So all those things that your father says about single mothers, the things that you say to your teachers, do those apply to your mom?
No, she's not like that.
The hell she isn't.
Mr. Rollins.
He never does that. You're making him say bad things about her.
How did I make him do that?
I don't know how. You just did. You're out to get him.
Isaac, my job is to get to the bottom of this situation and to figure out what's best for you. I'm not out to get anybody.
She's lying, isn't she, Dad? I bet she just has this job to meet rich lawyers.
Isaac, stop talking.
Why? Why should I?
Because she's a judge and you're a kid, okay?
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Karen. I appreciate it. So, well, what do you think?
The zone diet has given you back your cheekbones?
What's that? And
You shaved.
yes, I did.
Well, it's nice to know I no longer work for Wyatt Earp.
Consider it a peace offering.
That's very thoughtful. If, however, you were in a truly giving mood, you would have kept shaving till you hit the sideburns.
Look, here's the thing. I don't like being at war with you.
I wasn't aware that we'd escalated to actual warfare.
I don't like there to be tension between us. It gives me acid reflux. I would much rather get along and digest my food.
As would I.
So, I am reinstating your hours to a full schedule in the interest of digestive health.
Your concern for my mental state lasted just long enough for you to get a taste of life without me.
No, just long enough for me to realize that it was a waste of my time, energy, and vast quantities of Pepto-Bismol.
I appreciate your concern for me, but I am enjoying my reduced hours.
Fine.
It is nice to see your face. Again.
I can explain.
That would help.
I feel like I'm always asking for your forgiveness.
Nothing wrong with that as long as you don't do anything that's unforgivable.
So have I?
I guess that depends on why you did it.
I should have warned you. I was going to, but I didn't think he'd bring it up. My dad, he's
He's what, a big fan of marriage? I got that.
he's sick. He's very sick.
What is it?
Lung cancer. Metastasized to the brain. I told him so much about you and me. If he found out I was kicked out of medicine and lost you, he doesn't even live here. Can we just let him keep thinking that I'm a doctor and I'm gonna marry a handsome non-drinking doctor and make a bunch of little doctors?
Yeah. We can do that.
You're not mad?
No, I was never mad. I was confused. Okay, I was a little mad.
So, you probably need to be getting home or something.
Eventually. But I like where I am now.
So anyway, I was with Josh, my cousin. I was visiting him in Philly. We were at this concert. We were in the parking lot before the show started. And suddenly he starts going, "My back, my back." He got shot.
By whom?
That's the thing. It was random. They think it came from like the street. I don't know.
Is Josh all right?
He's in physical therapy. They say he'll be okay, but
But what?
you know, he'll be okay until next time.
Would you tell him, Mrs. Gray? Tell him how irrational it is to expect there to be a next time. Actually, I don't see that as irrational at all. What? Once upon a time, that kind of fear may have been irrational. These days, the expectation of tragedy is merely pragmatic. Children are not safe. In schoolyards, in fast food places, office workers in tall buildings cannot enjoy their morning coffee or the view without fighting a sense of dread. Hell, applying for a job on the 90th floor takes a by-God hero these days. What kind of therapist are you? You and I and your son live in a scary world. Now, why are you trying to convince him he's crazy to be scared? Well, you're supposed to provide him comfort. Comfort? Here. I was told that this would provide comfort. Frankly, it doesn't do a thing for me. We are so out of here. Go, 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 go.
This is a custody hearing, and therefore I have two options: amend the agreement or not. Unfortunately, that's just not enough in this case. Jay Rollins is Isaac Rollins' biological father and is accorded all such rights. His radio show persona, whether actual or created, should not factor into this agreement.
Your Honor.
Mr. Waters, let me finish. However, if his radio persona is affecting his son's psychological state, then that's another matter.
Whoa. Are you saying I'm making my kid nutso? Are you out of your mind? You gotta be kidding me. It's an act, for God's sakes.
Mr. Rollins.
This is all BS. You're pissed off like she's pissed off. You're using your judicial power to handcuff me.
Mr. Rollins.
Hey.
It's what I do for a living. I have a responsibility to my fans.
Mr. Rollins.
All right, George Foreman's kid punches another kid at school. Does he lose his parental rights?
Mr. Rollins! Sit down, or I will have that man escort you out of this room and into a jail cell. You have to understand that your responsibility to your family trumps that to your fans.
Your Honor,
Sit
that
down,
was-
Miss Moran. Now, you are comparing apples to boxers. And if I was going to sever George Foreman's parental rights, it would be because he named all his kids George. Your son is so starved for your attention and approval that he started to imitate you in hopes that you'll notice him. Now, it is a tragedy that anyone would see fit to imitate you, much less an impressionable child. However, I am not going to alter the custody agreement. The Constitution makes no provisions against the rights of ignorant jackasses to procreate. But I strongly suggest you turn off the Jay Rollins show when your son is in hearing range. And that goes for both the Stage 2 celebrity version and the live broadcast to which this court was so mercilessly subjected. Now, I'm also putting a condition on this ruling. The joint custody will remain in effect so long as Jay Rollins and his son attend no less than 30 hours of sensitivity training together.
What? Cynthia.
Your Honor.
If this is unacceptable to your client, I'll have no choice but to give Patricia Rollins full custody.
It's blackmail.
Technically, I think you mean extortion.
Well, I'm not gonna do it.
Dad, don't you want me anymore?
Of course I want you, Isaac. That's what I'm fighting here for.
But She said it was something we could do together.
Together? That's what you said.
I did, yes.
Mm. Okay. We'll do it.
Good. Next case.
You told the kid he was right to be frightened?
No, I told him he was not crazy to feel that way.
You offered him a bulletproof vest.
His mother wanted him to feel safe, and I didn't have a suit of armor in my purse. I don't know if you've noticed, Alan, because the people who come through that door seem to be inventing their pain, but out there, the world has become a very random place. You know, gravity is losing its grip, and I don't know how to pretty that up. At 13, I think he's a little late to the dance, because this is not the world that you and I grew up in. I don't see the harm in warning him about that.
Well, let me explain the harm.
No, let me save you the trouble. Consider me no longer your problem.
What are you saying?
In layman's terms, I'm resigning.
Already?
I've been keeping when my boss suggested to me that I try therapy, I told him that he was. So then I decided that I would try to become a therapist. But well, I know this probably makes all sorts of sense to you and Dr. Freud, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just a plain, ordinary, garden variety bad idea. So, now that I've realized that, I'm going home. It's nice to have met you.
So how's Thursday at 7?
Pardon me?
That's when I have a session open. The only other option would be Tuesday morning, but that's when I do Pilates.
You do Pilates?
And I play the banjo. Not at the same time. So, Thursday?
Oh, what the hell?
It's open.
Okay, tell me this. Is it because I'm a single mother?
Hang on. Excuse me?
Just so I know. I mean, it's your business, and normally I wouldn't even care, but frankly, I'm not used to guys who don't want to go out with me, much less guys who think that the fact that they don't want to go out with me is some kind of great running gag. And as you know, I've had some recent upheaval in my life, so the last thing I need to be doing is fretting about something so stupid. So it's not a complicated question. Is it because I'm a single mother?
No, it's because you're insane.
Really?
No. She did just dump a guy at the altar.
I'm just saying.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize you were busy.
Wait.
Forget it. It was stupid. I was just trying to use up my last make a fool of yourself coupon, but I'm done.
Judge Gray. Hang on a second. All right, look, would you mind if I used your actual name outside of the courtroom, would that be okay?
No, I wouldn't mind.
Great. I'm David. You're Amy.
Okay.
It's great. I was getting really old. Listen,
David,
Amy, the thing is...
Are we going to do this tonight?
Look, the thing is, I'll call you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Lovely. You must have spent a fortune.
Small one. Okay, the wine was a car payment.
You're sweet to do this, but you didn't have to.
Yeah, I did.
Let's go home and see the kids.
We're not going home.
What?
We're staying here. I rented a suite with a view and a TV that comes out of the headboard and a marble spa tub in the room for us.
But honey, the kids.
Oh, they're with Donna. I packed us each a suitcase. They're in the trunk.
But you have to work tomorrow.
I'm gonna take the morning off. We're gonna stay up late, Jillian, and we're gonna drink champagne and look at the city lights from our jacuzzi tub. And we're not gonna talk about the kids or the house or anything but you and me.
Peter,
This is our night.
why are you just dropping this on me?
It's a surprise. I'm being spontaneous.
You could have warned me.
Honey, I did this for you, for us. We need this. What's wrong?
I don't know.
Look, Jillian, I know you're tired and you're still dealing with hormones.
Peter, it's not the hormones.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna take the car home. Why don't you take the room tonight? We could both use the space.
Jillian, what are you talking about?
I don't think I'm in love with you anymore.
Someone's feeling ambitious this morning.
Early bird gets the omelet.
So I hear. Would you excuse me for just a moment?
Absolutely.
Good morning.
Amy, you did not tell me we were having an overnight guest.
Come on, Mom. What grown woman needs to ask her mother's permission for her fiancé to spend the night?
A grown woman with an 11-year-old daughter who is about to enter puberty.
If Lauren is entering puberty today, she's doing it at Michael's.
Well, then perhaps I should rephrase my objection. I don't want any half-dressed man in my refrigerator before, shall we say, 9 a.m.?
Excuse me, ladies. I'm in a desperate search for an omelet pan.
Bottom cupboard, to the right. Well, Mom, I'm not the only one who's at sleepovers, or does senior citizen sex not count?
Jared was always fully dressed, and we had the decency to pretend that he'd just stopped by for breakfast.
Yeah, nobody saw through that.
Soft or firm? The omelets.
Firm.
Soft.
Excellent.
Stewart, do you feel comfortable having sex with your future mother-in-law in the next room?
You might want to rephrase that.
Stew, burning toast. Final word. Okay. It's a non-issue because we're going to be married in 2 months.
Then I would request that you and your intended take your nocturnal activities somewhere other than my house for the duration.
Mom, do I have to say it? This is my house now.
Where are the coffee filters?
Don't ask me, Stuart. Ask the landlord.
You knock off a newsstand on your way to work?
No, I did not. Turns out criminal court judges get all the law journals they want for free. So I signed us up.
Great. We can't even get toilet paper in juvenile.
We got Harvard, we got Yale, we got the Revista de Derecho Puertorriqueño. I just like saying that one.
Hey, Donna, when are we planning on reading these journals?
At the gym.
The gym?
The gym that criminal court judges get passes to. Hartford Sports, right around the corner.
Have I mentioned that it's probably not a good idea to spend all your waking moments strolling for perks?
Which is why I've also prepared a summary of your motion calendar. Somewhere.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah, we'll have lunch or something, okay?
Yeah, sure. Fit me in between the gym and the law journals.
First up, State v. Eva Maddox. Mom charged with manslaughter for allegedly tossing her 2-year-old son out the window.
In front of the daughter. Yeah, I read the brief.
You're hearing a motion about the daughter's competency to testify.
Got it.
I looked this up last night. The parent-child relationship doesn't meet the conditions required for privilege like the husband-wife relationship does, because
It doesn't need confidentiality in order to be successful. And the courts have ruled that the damage to the relationship from the testimony is not significant.
Did I mention we get manicures?
Molly Maddox is a very bright but profoundly depressed 7-year-old. The last thing she needs is to be the star witness for the prosecution in her mother's manslaughter trial. Your job is to make the judge understand that.
Well, Molly must have a caseworker. She's been in DCF custody for 2 months. I don't even know her.
Read the file. Molly's easy to know. You'll be fine.
But her caseworker...
Would be me. And the judge would be one Amy Gray, my only daughter, which means that I have to kick this file to someone else, and that would be you.
Look, Maxine, field work is one thing. Court
is a big part of this job, and now would be a good time for you to get used to it. I'll see you in court.
Maxine?
What?
Have any advice for me?
Never wear fire for a hat. I don't know what it means. I read it in a bathroom stall once, and it stuck with me.
Honey, I've got to write an umbrella policy at 4:30 and then I'll come straight home. Are you sure you're okay without help?
Peter, I already missed 8 weeks with him while I was in the hospital.
Okay, but I've got my cell just in case.
We'll be fine.
Formula schedule's on the fridge and there's a checklist on the baby bag in case you want to take him out. Oh, and here are the emergency numbers.
I've got it, okay?
He still hasn't burped?
Peter, I've done this before, remember?
Okay, this is me leaving. Oh, if he gets frustrated and cries like that,
Peter?
I'm gone.
That's okay.
I feel like I have a sweater in my mouth.
I broke my own rule. Never drink more than your body weight.
Oh, how did we get home?
We drove, I think.
Which one of us?
Okay, I think it was neither one of us because I remember being in the back seat and you were there.
Last thing I remember, I bought a picture of Mai Tais because it came with a T-shirt.
Okay, you better swing by on break, see if your car's still there.
Right. If that's where I left it. All I know is at 6 o'clock you had more hair.
Hey, you remember that girl?
Which girl?
You know, crazy hot on stage. She had on that short sweater and those tights. I think she was like a welder or something.
Wait, that's Flashdance.
Oh, yeah.
You hallucinated a movie. We went out for a couple of beers, that's all.
Do I look like your mother?
Be seated.
Good morning. We're addressing the defense's motion in limine to disqualify Molly Maddox as a witness.
Your Honor, we believe that Molly is not competent to testify.
Well, according to your own experts, she has the ability to relate past events. She knows there are consequences for lying. So unless you're saying she has a mental defect...
I'm saying she's on the edge, and this could easily push her over.
Your Honor, Eva Maddox locked 2-year-old Jordan Maddox in his room with no food. When he wouldn't stop crying, she went in, grabbed him, and tossed him out a 4th-story window.
Save it for opening statements, Counselor.
Molly Maddox is crucial to the state's case, Your Honor, because she witnessed the entire event.
Which Miss Blake only knows because of Molly's inadmissible statement to
Your
the police.
Honor,
I don't want my baby going through this, please.
Your Honor, if Ms. Maddox has so much concern for her children, she wouldn't have thrown one of them out a window.
Down. All of you. Who is here with Molly Maddox?
Alan Field as guardian ad litem and DCF caseworker Ellen Brady.
Ms. Brady. Ms. Brady? Do you have information regarding the child's current level of functioning?
Molly Maddox is having difficulty functioning, and it's not a good idea for her to testify.
Well, that last part is what I get to decide. Why don't you give me some details about Molly's difficulty functioning?
She has stomach aches and headaches, all that kind of thing.
Tell me more about Molly's difficulty functioning.
Maxine Gray, Your Honor. I'm Miss Brady's supervisor.
And my mother. So I really do need to hear from Miss Brady.
Oh, her father walked out on the family. And she's had a very difficult life. You know what happened to her brother.
Well, while this court is sympathetic to the child's situation, the legal standard here is competency, and both the prosecution and the defense experts clearly state that Molly Maddox is competent to testify. So when will I hear a testimony from Molly, Miss Flowers?
Thursday, 2 o'clock looks like a good time, Your Honor.
Your Honor, evidently Miss Brady did not make the situation clear to you.
Miss Gray, I've made my ruling.
You cannot make Molly Maddox testify in...
Yes, I can.
But what Your Honor does not realize...
Moving on. Next case.
Is that how people pick a wedding band? They crush other people's weddings? Whatever happened to listening to a demo tape?
Mom, will you sign this?
Hold on. What am I signing?
Field trip permission slip.
You're going to Philadelphia for a field trip?
It's not until spring. You can wig out over it later.
Okay, I'm back. Do you want to pick me up here at work?
Oh, honey, I gotta call you back. The coffee pot has lost its mind. Okay, love you. Bye.
Mom, just one more signature over here.
What is it?
It's some work I got back. Good. No biggie. You don't have time to look through it all right now.
A C minus? Since when did you get a C minus?
Mrs. Kahn gave us all this pre-algebra stuff she hasn't even covered.
Did you talk to her about it?
I tried. Hi, Grandma.
Hello, sweetheart.
Good morning, Amy.
Hello, Mother. Why don't you put this in your backpack? You don't want to add tardiness to a C minus. So, Mom, Stu and I are going to, hear some wedding bands tonight, so we'll be home late.
A grown woman in her own home doesn't have to answer to the tenant.
Tell me this is about Stu spending the night. You gonna give me a hint?
When you quit corporate law, you made a commitment to help the helpless. What happened to that?
I sold it on eBay.
Would you come on and say it? I can't believe you are compelling a 7-year-old to testify.
Okay, now this is ex parte, and this conversation's over.
You would never even have skipped a beat on this when you were in juvenile.
Well, I'm not in juvenile anymore, and your caseworker did a lousy job. She left me no choice.
You're going to penalize a child because of an inexperienced DCF worker?
It is not my job anymore to protect the child. It is my job now to look at what's in front of me. She's my only witness. I needed a great argument to keep her from testifying. I didn't even get a good one. Lauren, come on!
You are making a serious mistake on this.
Okay, and if you really want to press the issue further, I can't believe that you came into my courtroom and you argued with me about my ruling. I was in the middle of a manslaughter case. I wasn't in my room with the stereo too loud. What is wrong with you?
You are also not handing down pronouncements from Mount Sinai. What is wrong with you?
We're not talking about this anymore. Lauren, I'll be in the car.
Car versus SUV. SUV rolled. 5-year-old boy, car seat thrown clear. Chest bruising from the belt. BP's 160 over 100.
Where are the other passengers?
Mom's on a gurney right behind us. The dad and the sister are 5 minutes out, but you're both DOA.
Notify OR.
Make sure his neck stays stabilized. Possible myocardial contusion. I need chest AP and lat, CBC and chem panel.
Let's get him on a cardiac monitor. Check his O2 stat.
Got it.
We got the mom unresponsive. Pulse ready at 42.
Over here.
Come on. Let's go. Lift on 3. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
I need a CBC with lat, chem 20, UA chest and abdominal.
Got it. You and Des and abdominal, let's go.
Lily, I got a sick one over here.
Monitor EKG changes and call peds. All right, calling peds, I got it.
She's in shock. Possible internal hemorrhaging. I need to aspirate.
Clear an OR now.
What about the other car?
We need to move her to an OR.
Hit and run.
Telling me somebody knocked out an entire family and didn't even bother to stop?
Look,
That's how it looks.
All right, let's go.
Pulse will liver scan.
Hey there, buddy. You hanging in there?
Where's my mommy? Where's my mommy? Where's my mommy?
It's gonna be okay.
Thanks. Have a nice day.
Well, hello, future son-in-law, and how are we today?
I could not be better. How about you?
I could be better, but it would be expensive and require stitches, so I think I'll stick with this. Stuart, I need to broach a personal matter.
If this is about the sex thing,
Would you say that just a little louder? It could do wonders for my reputation. I need to know, after the wedding, are you and Amy moving out, or am I?
I don't know.
Because if you and Amy are going to buy a new house, perhaps I could rent the old one.
It sounds good to me. What does Amy say?
Well, you've been keeping Amy pretty busy these days. No offense.
None taken. And to be honest, I've always pictured us in a more modern house. No offense.
None taken. Well, there's no time like the present with these low interest rates. And no one ever went broke investing in real estate.
You can stop selling. I'll talk to her.
You do that.
Dr. Kelton, would you please explain the injuries to Jordan Maddox that the jurors are observing in the autopsy photos?
He sustained fractures to both femurs, most likely when he hit the roof of the garage. His body turned and continued to fall, so his head hit the pavement first. Direct cause of death was a fracture to the posterior neck.
In plain English, then, in addition to 2 broken legs and a crushed skull, little Jordan's neck snapped when his head hit the pavement?
Objection, Your Honor.
Please refrain from commentary, Miss Blake.
Doctor, would you say that these injuries are consistent with a toddler being thrown out of a 4th-floor window?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Objection, speculation.
And about 9 other things. Objection is sustained.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Herzig?
Tell me, Dr. Kelton, are these injuries you described consistent with a child falling out a 4th-floor window?
Yes, they are.
And that's not speculation?
It isn't if you use that tone.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
No further questions.
The witness may step down.
Your Honor, I'd like to file a motion for reconsideration of your determination of Molly Maddox's competence. And Miss Brady, Molly's DCF caseworker, would like a chance to...
Mr. Herzig, you and your friends at DCF can stop beating that particular dead horse. The motion is denied, and I will see everyone tomorrow at 2. Large, big, tall, whatever you call it, latte. Yes, I'm still holding. No, I've already been transferred twice, actually. I just... Oh. Better stop doing that. Unless you're not Stu. Yes, hello. I'm Lauren Cassidy's mom, and I was hoping to make an appointment to speak to Mrs. Kahn at her earliest convenience. No, actually, next Tuesday is not soon enough. I was thinking that... Of course, this conversation could last until next Tuesday.
Well, I think your day's about to get better.
How?
Check this out. The lead guitarist just got hit with second-degree possession. The band's willing to perform as partial payment of legal fees.
Perform where?
Our wedding?
You want a convicted felon to play your first dance?
Yeah, they're fabulous and they're free.
All right, yeah, put him at the table with Bruce. We'll have a whole corner of convicted felons. No, I'm still holding, although I am getting a brain tumor, if that concerns you. Clearly it doesn't.
So I'm thinking, since we no longer need to check out bands for the wedding this weekend, maybe on Sunday we could go to some open houses.
What?
Well, your mom asked if we're moving out after we get married. I think it's an excellent idea.
She did? You do?
Come on. We're gonna need a more modern kitchen.
I just redid the kitchen.
And it's great-ish, but it's just there's still only 2 bathrooms.
How many do you need?
Oh, sweetheart, it's the 21st century. Steam shower, surround sound, media room, home gym, a walk-in closet with an entire wall exclusively for shoes.
I mean, that all sounds great, but...
What?
I like my house.
You weren't thinking we'd live with your mom after we got married.
No, of course not. Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow, 7:45. That sounds great. Thank you.
So do we find the new house, or do we kick her out? Think about it.
Ellen?
I made my home visits this morning. Robert has my reports. I gave my appointments for the rest of the week to Kimberly, and I put in a meaningless appearance at the Maddox trial.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
It looks as if you were about to go off in an indignant huff because your first court case didn't go well, but I know that it can't be that.
I freeze up when I have to stand up in front of people and talk. I tried to tell you that, but you wouldn't listen. Something you and your daughter apparently have in common.
Ellen, why don't we have a cup of tea and I'll tell you about my first time in court.
Because I don't want to hear war stories. I don't want to hear chin up, you'll do better next time. I wouldn't mind hearing I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
For hanging me out to dry, for letting me make a fool of myself, not to mention turning a child killer loose on the streets.
In the first place, the child killer is not yet loose on the streets. Not quite. That's part of a process that we will take as it comes.
I told you I don't want to hear it!
And in the second place, your making a fool of yourself in court is right up there with the Judd Farewell Tour on the list of events that changed the trajectory of humankind.
Maxine, I know your folksy battle axe routine works on everyone else, but I just came here to do some good and to try to learn. And I can see now that this isn't going to be the kind of place where I can do either.
Honey? Jill?
Up here.
Hey, I thought I'd bring you guys lunch.
I haven't even had a shower. I can't get him to nap.
Well, I put music on when he gets a little overtired. I don't know whether it's the actual music or the familiarity
I don't care why, Peter. Just put it on, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. Well, I'd love to stay and bicker, but I have a 7:45 with Lauren's teacher. Mom, can you tell me in 15 seconds or less why you were discussing my living arrangements with my fiancé?
Because in order to discuss it with you, we would have to be speaking.
Mom, you cannot be late. Mrs. Khan hates it when people are late.
I won't be late.
Bye, Grandma.
I have a lot of things to figure out right now, and the last thing I need is for you to be in the middle of it.
Well, forgive me, Amy. I have this nutty obsession with whether or not I'm going to have a roof over my head.
Oh, that's good. Blowing things out of proportion, that's always helpful.
Amy, I realize that you are thoroughly wrapped up in yourself right now, but I need to make plans.
And I need you not to make mine for me.
Jordan, hate to tell you this, buddy, but it's time to take off the spaceman mask.
Can I see my mom and dad?
I'll tell you what. We have to make sure you're in a little better shape before you can see anybody, okay? So I need you to rest, and I'll come back and check on you in a few minutes. Oh, wow. Sorry that took me so long, Mr. Wilkerson. Witty nurse wrote trashed ankle. Why don't we come up with something else we can tell the insurance company?
Fell off a bar stool. I'm sure I'm not the first one of those you've seen, right?
No, but you're the first one today. How did you get here?
I drove. Damn bartender didn't want an ambulance in front of his establishment. Do you believe it? You ever try to drive a 520 with your left foot?
Not recently. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna come up with a better term than trashed until I get some x-rays.
Slip me a couple fentanyls. I can probably just walk it off.
You wish.
Dr. McCarty?
See what, get him up to x-ray, get a full set of prints on the right and a reference set on the left. How's Jordan's mom?
Cops are trying to locate next of kin now. They'll keep us posted.
That's what Mom's gonna make our
Boys, we're running.
No.
The thing is, Mrs. Khan, I don't actually know your first name. Isn't that ridiculous?
How can I help you, Miss Gray?
Okay, cards on the table. Well, it's about Lauren's math test.
Pre-algebra is a challenge for a lot of children.
Well, Lauren felt that the material wasn't thoroughly covered in class. Now, clearly there was no intent on your part, so I thought that maybe you and I could come to some sort of a...
Plea bargain?
Did it sound like that? Because I would never...
Do you realize that you have never set foot in Lauren's classroom?
Well, I was planning to come by, but...
But you didn't. And as a result of it, you aren't quite up to speed, are you?
Well, I check her homework every night.
Mm-hmm. You missed the open house? The grade level meeting?
Yes, I know.
And you never once called me to find out what you missed.
Mrs. Khan, I am a judge, and as much as I would like to ask the less savory parts of our society to stop their robbing and raping and murdering so I can clear my schedule for math night, it's just not gonna happen. So if you think that makes me a bad mother, that's just completely unfair.
So completely unfair for you to attribute a nosedive in your daughter's grades to me. Frankly, if Lauren's study habits are suffering, it probably has to do with the crowd that she hangs out with.
What crowd?
I rest my case, Judge Gray.
To shake her better to know now.
She thought it was entirely my fault.
So I heard. Kimberly's been having a field day with the story.
Well, I'm not sure she's wrong. She tried to tell me she wasn't ready.
Maxine, you've been doing this job for how long? Who is ever ready for any of this? My first home visit was a father who cut off his son's ears with an electric carving knife.
I don't know what's happened to my instincts.
Even if Ellen was right, so you made a bad call.
I have to get to court. Molly Maddox is testifying this afternoon, and I mustn't be late.
I got your page. What's up?
Tibio-talar dislocation.
Yeah? Why the console?
Film belongs to the drunken four. Claims he did it falling out of a chair.
No way. He either slid into home base or got in a car wreck.
And why would he lie about that? Is the guy on four still here?
He's trying to send me for donuts.
Do it. On your way, check the parking lot for a Beamer with front end damage.
That son of a bitch.
Where's the judge? Listen to what she says. It's okay, Molly. Everybody here is really friendly. They just make us do this fancy stuff. You want to sit over here?
State your name and age, dear.
Molly Maddox, I'm almost 8.
Do you promise to tell the truth, Molly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Molly, I know this is hard, so I'll make it quick, okay? Now, can you tell me about the night your brother Jordan died?
My mommy didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
She didn't throw Jordan out the window.
Well, we're going to go back a little before that, okay? Now, was your mommy angry with Jordan?
Yes, but it was all Jordan's fault. He wouldn't stop crying.
And was your mommy upset about that?
He climbed out the window himself. Mommy didn't do anything.
Molly, didn't you tell the police officer that night that you saw...
Sustained. You don't have to answer that, Molly.
My mommy didn't do it. It was all Jordan's fault. My mommy didn't do anything. You have to let her come home now.
Molly, was Jordan really tall enough to open up that window all by himself?
She didn't do it. She didn't do it. She didn't do it. She didn't do it. She didn't do it.
Okay, we're gonna take a recess here, Miss Gray. If we could please get your help, thank you.
She didn't do it. She didn't do it.
You need to come with me now, Molly.
She didn't do it.
Why didn't you tell me the shape that little girl was in?
I tried.
You didn't try very hard.
I tried as hard as you would let me. I didn't know that my caseworker was going to freeze in court. And when I tried to take over, you made me shut up. And by the way, in juvenile court, you would never have done that.
This is not juvenile court.
Yes, I know. This is screw the children and protect the murdering mother's civil rights court. I can see that.
Judge Gray, it wasn't your fault.
Yes, it was.
It was my fault.
Went over your x-rays with my boss.
Great. So what's the deal?
Dislocation. Can't even believe you could walk on it. How many drinks did you have?
Don't even ask. Like 10 shots.
Yeah. And you really didn't do it falling off of a chair, did you?
Sure I did. What are you doing? Okay. Maybe I scraped a car. It's no big deal, bro. Everybody's got insurance, right?
Yeah, they had great insurance. It wasn't just a scrape, bro. You wiped out an entire family, except for now one newly orphaned 5-year-old.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Nurse will be by to do a splint. That officer, he's gonna give you a ride when you're done. Take care now.
You're making all this crap up. I didn't kill anybody. Hey! I want a lawyer. I have the right to a lawyer.
Mr. Herzig.
Much as every moment in your court is a pleasure, Your Honor, defense moves for a judgment of acquittal.
Well, since the state has insufficient evidence for the case to go to jury, I'm going to have to agree. I'm entering a judgment of not guilty. Ms. Maddox, the court officer will process you out, at which time you are free to go.
When do I get Molly back?
Your Honor, may I address the court on that issue?
Yes, you may.
Even though there is insufficient evidence to go to jury, the state does not look kindly upon mothers who let their 2-year-olds fall out of windows. Therefore, DCF has filed a neglect petition seeking to terminate parental rights.
I was just acquitted.
You were acquitted of manslaughter. The neglect petition is a matter for the juvenile court to decide.
Can she do that?
Yes, she can. Has the preliminary hearing been scheduled?
For tomorrow morning, Your Honor, 10 o'clock. The OTC will remain in effect until after our case has been heard.
Mr. Herzig, I believe you know where Judge Bell's courtroom is?
Your Honor, this is outrageous.
Well, maybe it is, but that's for Judge Bell to decide. Court is adjourned.
Did you locate an next of kin?
There's a great aunt in Oregon who'd be happy to have him come live with her, but the nursing home won't allow it.
Dude, get this. Friday night, the Elbow Room is having a belching contest. Winner gets free beer for a month. We saw there?
I'm gonna pass.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, gotcha. You be a Boy Scout. Less competition for this guy.
I bought for you. Just wondering if you're coming home for dinner, and I'm just the tiniest bit worried about you, so you just call me, okay? Bye.
Mom, I need you to stay off the phone, because Victor's supposed to call me.
Why?
To talk.
I don't think so.
Mom!
When you're old enough to talk to boys on the phone, I will let you know.
Half of my friends have their own minds.
Half of your friends have parents that are idiots.
What's that?
My special refrigerator surprise. Everything in the refrigerator that isn't moldy, plus a little garlic and ground beef.
Do you think I could just have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my room?
No. No, we're gonna sit at the table like grown-ups and we're gonna talk.
About what?
About school. About Victor. Then all your other new friends. And then I'm gonna tell you about some parent committees that I signed up for, and then we'll discuss how incredibly grounded you'll be if you ever come home with any more C-minuses.
Where's Grandma?
Not here to save you. So I'm gonna finish up dinner, and you can start on your homework.
But...
Now.
The older you get, the more you turn into Grandma.
Well, you better shape up. Because I'm getting older by the minute. Oh, pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up.
you have a dead battery?
No.
You're just sitting here in your car?
Yes, I am.
May I join you?
If you feel strongly about it. I can't go home. I thought I was angry with Amy about the Molly Maddox trial. So I fumed about that for a while. Then I realized I'm angry with her about something else altogether.
Which would be?
I'm angry with her because she's the one who gets to live happily ever after in my house. What kind of a mother is mad at her daughter for being happy?
Normal one.
Oh, Sean Potter, you do not get to sit here and dish out perspective. I had perspective when you were chewing on your crayons.
Believe me, I would never presume. However, my mother would.
Your mother?
She was even older than you are. She had perspective when you had a poodle skirt. I know you never had a poodle skirt. You had the perfect life a year ago. You had a perfect fiance, perfect family, perfect boss. And Amy had a failed marriage and a bedroom in her mother's home. Then you lost Jared. Amy found Stu. If you need to take a moment to have a feeling about that, you've got the right to.
Sean, if I have a feeling, it won't be a little one.
That's okay, too.
Find any underpants.
They're on your head.
These are yours. They were on my door by mistake.
Well, look in the laundry basket.
Lawrence said you were awake.
I was writing an opinion till 3 a.m.
Well, Lauren told me you were awake.
I took a half a personal day, so yes, naturally I got up early to do yoga and write my autobiography.
No need to be sarcastic. I just want to remind you about the Royal Conservancy Garden Tour. Hello. Jillian, good morning. Oh, no, I'm up and dressed, ready to face the day. I find it disquieting to lie in bed and vegetate.
I was up very late last night. No one's listening to me.
No, Jillian, I can't think of a reason not to have lunch. Perhaps Amy will join us. No, she's been up for hours doing yoga and writing her autobiography.
There's somebody at the door.
I'll get it. Be nice to the woman.
Hi. Hi, Jillian. Good morning. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to have lunch with you today, but I gotta meet Peter about the Royal Conservancy Garden Tour. Yeah. Just put it down, honey.
I can bring it.
The .com Cafe, Harvard Street, 2 p.m. Yes, I will tell Mom. Thank you, honey.
There's a police officer at the door. He's asking specifically for you.
Jillian, the police are at the door, so I gotta cut it short. Okay, yeah.
Take a sip, Mom. I put in honey and cinnamon and some chocolate chips.
Well, it's delicious, honey. Hello, I'm Amy Gray. What can I do for you?
We found some stolen property.
Were we robbed?
What's that?
It's a very dirty bicycle. According to the serial number, it belongs to Amy Gray. This address.
It can't be the one that was stolen when you were 11.
No. No, that bike was beautiful.
I can take it away if you like.
It's horrible.
Okay, then.
Oh, wait a minute. It is my bicycle. You found my bike!
Is this or is this not supposed to be the sports section? Yes, it is. So why is swimming on the front?
Vincent.
Swimming is not a sport. It's a stage of evolution.
Vincent!
What?
Where are the Cocoa Crunchies?
You hate Cocoa Crunchies.
Typical man. Eats all the Cocoa Crunchies. Then blames the victim.
What?
You turn on the heat, then you open the windows. You pee on the toilet seat, you never hang the bath mat.
You talking about the typical man? You talking about me? I do not pee on the toilet seat.
You say the pots need to soak. They don't. And you just leave them in the sink for me to wash. And quit reading sports to Ariadne. Sports are just channeled male aggression.
If there's something that we need to work out, then you sit down and we'll talk about it.
Don't use that tone with me.
What tone?
The she's hysterical, he's reasonable tone.
What is the matter with you?
Question is, what's the matter with you?
You hate Cocoa Crunchies!
Good morning, Your Honor. The people will show that 15-year-old Barry Gilmore, who goes by the name of Romeo, is guilty of manslaughter in the death of 17-year-old Juliette Bernard. In short, he seduced a lonely and impressionable girl into a mutual suicide pact, which turned out not to be mutual.
Mr. Erskine?
Juliette Bernard did commit suicide, Your Honor, but there is no way my client can be held legally responsible simply because he did not follow suit.
Ms. Ryan, what do you mean when you say Barry goes by the name of Romeo?
Well, as you can see, Judge Gray, Mr. Gilmore is a goth. Goth is an adolescent subculture characterized by an unhealthy fascination with vampires, the occult, dirge-like music, morbid romanticism, and death. Romeo is what the other goths call Mr. Gilmore.
And was Juliet a goth as well?
Oh, definitely, Your Honor.
Only after Barry Gilmore made her that way.
Mr. Gilmore, do you have anything to add before we begin?
Only.
What Juliette Bernard did, she did because she felt impelled by circumstance, because they tried to force us apart. What Juliette did is beautiful. Death is beautiful.
The little fella alone on the bench, that's Brent Sadler, right over there.
And your son is a friend of his?
I'm really not sure it's necessary to bring in a social worker.
As a school teacher, I'm a mandated reporter. I'm required to report even a suspicion.
A suspicion of what, Mr. Lillo?
This last week, Brent's become really dirty. I mean, really dirty.
He smells. And then there's this burn.
It's just a small burn, but it was left untreated.
Yeah, and he never wants to do play dates with my Jason anymore.
Do you think that Brent is being neglected by his parents?
Yeah, maybe we're jumping the gun on this one.
No, it's good you called.
What are you gonna do?
Well, first I'll talk with Brent.
Water up.
All right,
It's that time of year again. Somebody has to accompany Mom on the Royal Conservancy garden tour.
I'm more interested in why you cried over a bicycle this morning.
Did Mom write me out?
You cried over a bicycle?
Remember that bike that got stolen when I was 11?
Sure, the one with the snowflake banana seat? Ooh, pie and coffee all around.
Why did you cry?
I don't know. Look, we're off the subject of the bike, okay? Now, I went last year.
When I took Mom last year, remember I got stung by a bee.
Hey, have you guys noticed anything odd about Donna lately? I don't want pie.
What do you mean lately?
Well, she's incredibly cranky. She's like building up steam. I feel like she's about to explode.
What, do something stupid like marry an axe murderer?
You got stung by a bee 2 years ago. I went last year.
Wait. What should I do about Donna?
Nothing, she's a loon.
She's not a loon.
And she's fallen in love with you and she's angry at you for not reciprocating.
Donna's not in love with me.
Hey, you don't work insurance 18 years without learning a little bit about human nature. I think Vincent should go.
No.
On the garden tour with Mom.
No. When I was 16, I told Mom I was not interested in horticulture, and that has not changed.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors.
This is childish.
Garden tour. This is incredible pie.
What you have for breakfast this morning, Brent?
Ravioli.
Did your mother cook that for you?
I like it cold.
You smell pretty good.
I must have got my mother's perfume on me when we hugged.
Did you bring something for lunch today?
Ravioli.
May I see? Do you think maybe I could talk with your mother?
She gets very tired, and she hates it when people bother her. If you have a message for her, maybe you can give it to me.
Mrs. Sadler? Mrs. Sadler? Brent?
I completed my graduate degree in abnormal psychology at Brown University. I've testified as an expert witness on the subject of adolescent trauma and mental disease as demonstrated through artwork.
Your Honor. Yes, Ms. Ryan, your objection to this witness is duly noted. Now, please, let Dr. Miles continue.
An artist's state of mind and mental development are reflected in his or her work.
What does your analysis tell you in this case?
May I? Since Juliette Bernard and Barry Gilmore met in art class and indeed shared the same influences, I was able to examine quite a large range of their work. For example, in this piece, you can see indications of a deteriorating ego and disassociation from reality.
Your Honor, I can see no such thing.
Dr. Miles, can you please be more specific?
Fragmented, tortuous figures, chaotic composition, dark motifs, recurring, swirling images of confusion, anguish, and despair, a lack of focus and organization. In my opinion, this artist displays all the hallmarks of suicidal tendencies.
So Barry Gilmore was depressed?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. This wasn't done by Barry Gilmore. This is Juliette Bernard's work.
Doctor, are you able to gauge with any degree of accuracy just how sexually experienced a young artist might be?
Well, in my opinion, this artist was sexually sophisticated.
And what about Barry Gilmore?
Well, conversely, this is the work of an optimistic and energetic artist.
Your Honor, there are monsters, and there's darkness all over his painting, too.
Yes, the subject matter is undoubtedly immature. But see here, there's a cohesive, heroic figure fighting back the darkness. Well, the artist wants to be nihilistic, but just can't pull it off. This is the work of an impressionable, intelligent, sensitive, sexually naive boy.
Your Honor, these
Ryan,
claims are...
No, I agree with her. This is complete bull. You can't tell a thing about me just by looking at some stupid paintings. What? Take them down. Take them down. Art. She's gonna tell me what my art means? Get off me. Get those out of here. Put them down.
Your Honor.
Why? Just...
Can I have another half-calf soy cappuccino, extra hot, no foam? Coming right up.
Jillian, I'm late. I hope you ate something without me.
Oh, no, just coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Something came up. Well, I'm not going to bore you with that. Who are you chatting with?
What? Oh, no, I'm here alone. There's no one else. I mean, as you can see, I'm alone.
I met on the internet, Jillian. Could I have just some normal coffee, with no soys or nons or...
Someone I met in the Brief Parents chat room.
Ah.
It's been very helpful hearing how other people deal with the pain of losing a child.
Have you considered perhaps joining a group with live people in it?
I was thinking of meeting one or two of the people in the chat room in person. Kind of desperate for someone to talk to. Keep the change.
Do you mind if I ask how bad things are between you and Peter? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure I can discuss this with you, Maxime. Somehow I feel that by criticizing Peter, I'm criticizing you.
Well, I assure you we are completely separate human beings.
You raised him. You made him.
I know what Peter's like. I know he has trouble with strong emotion, and I know that because he's just like his father. And it used to make me want to scream. But underneath, it's a very good heart.
This is the first real conversation I've had in weeks. Except for my friends in the chat room.
There was a time in my life when Edward was unavailable to me emotionally. And there was no internet, so I turned to someone else. In real life.
You had an affair?
Not the way you mean, but yes, I risked my marriage. And I risked it because I didn't give my Edward the chance to rise to the occasion. I believe now that he deserved that chance because, well, from someone who loved him as much as I did. The thing you have to ask yourself is it too late?
I'm not sure.
I meant for lunch.
So did I. I had these plastic things that went here and here. They were neon colored, green and blue and yellow and orange. And then these ribbons, they were bright red with little gold flecks inside that came fluttering out of those handlebars there.
You must have clashed.
Yeah, well, we didn't care much about clashing in the 70s. I rode this bike everywhere. I had thighs of steel from doubling your Uncle Vincent on the banana seat over there.
Was that safe?
No, it wasn't. I loved this bike. And then one day, Mom sent me to get a pack of cigarettes for her, and I came out of the store, and it was gone.
Grandma shouldn't have sent you to buy cigarettes.
Well, times have changed, honey. Anyway, I thought that when I was done cleaning it, I'd give it to you.
It's got a big scratch on it.
No.
No, this is where my daddy inscribed it for me. When I'm done cleaning it, I'm gonna give it to you.
Then I hope you never finish cleaning it up.
There's no possibility of scabbing thunderstorms into the evening, right? Well, we've had unseasonably cool weather on the Pacific coast, but it looks like
Mrs. Sadler!
Let's move now from the west coast and see what's happening back in this place. Right now, there's a high-pressure system moving in from Oklahoma and Texas, settling into the southeast part of the country that will bring with it temperatures in the mid-70s and 80s. This front will
Mrs. Sadler?
I'm a social worker in Hartford, Connecticut. It's imperative that I contact a Mr. George Jowett as soon as possible. Do you by any chance have a daughter-in-law named Marnie Sadler? I'm afraid I have some bad news. Marnie Sadler died approximately a week ago of insulin shock. Mr. Jowett, I'm glad you asked me that, because it's Brent I'm calling you about. Yes, he is.
Shrinking Violet?
Are you Dave?
Yeah. It's nice to finally meet you in person, Jillian.
Yes, you too.
Oh, that must be Ned.
Yes.
How cute.
Do you have a picture?
Oh, yes. This is Kelly.
Oh, she's very pretty.
Yes.
It's funny meeting like this because of our kids. Like they were playing at a playground and we sat on a bench and started talking about teachers and swimming lessons.
I wish those were the circumstances, Jillian.
Yes, I do too.
Here you go, folks. Enjoy.
You can pick us a seat.
I got 2 good ones over there. Pick a good spot to sit.
Perfect. Couldn't be better.
I want this one.
Then that's the one we'll get. Miss?
Yes, ma'am.
Barry, did you turn Juliet into a goth?
Juliet always had a goth soul. I just showed her how to dye her hair black.
How did the issue of a suicide pact arise between you?
Mr. and Mrs. Bernard totally freaked out one night when Juliet didn't come home. When they found out she was with me, they decided we shouldn't be together anymore.
You were lovers?
We were everything to each other.
You felt separation was unbearable?
If we couldn't be together in life, we chose to be together in death. Only love overcomes the senselessness of existence.
Who first introduced the notion of suicide?
It just came up between us. It was natural.
But it was Juliet who came up with the plan, isn't that true?
Juliet knew a guy we could get some pills from. Nebutal, Seconal, Darvon. I don't know, I traded my stuff.
Juliet's idea was for you to overdose.
We got a motel room. We drank vodka to help the pills work better. We were gonna make love one more time.
Just to be clear, Mr. Gilmore, did Juliet have the pill?
Excuse me, Mr. Erskine. But you didn't.
Didn't what?
You said you were going to make love one more time. That suggests you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Maybe we didn't feel like it.
I find that odd. In all of your poetry and songs, you constantly refer to death as erotic.
So Juliet counted out the pills and you both took them with vodka, is that right?
Yeah. We were crying and we were a little drunk, so we just lay down on top of the bed. Like, it's kind of hazy. I don't really remember exactly.
And Juliet died?
First she threw up, but we knew that might happen, so she took more pills.
And did the drugs have the same effect on you?
Yes.
And did you take more pills?
You have to answer out loud.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I don't think it hurt her. I don't think it hurt her at all.
Barry, I need to know why you didn't take more pills.
Maybe I thought I'd taken enough to die.
But you didn't. You intended to go through with it when you went into that motel room.
Your Honor.
You shroud yourself in black. You paint your face white like a corpse. You wear skulls and crosses and tombstones.
Please,
Why
Judge.
didn't you keep your promise to die?
Because I was afraid. I was afraid to die. And all my talk about death, and all my poems, all my songs are so completely two-faced. I'm a hypocrite just like everyone else.
You two to cut a deal.
I beg your pardon?
Barry Gilmore can plead to any number of more minor charges. Attempted suicide, possession of narcotics, underage drinking, hell, throwing truancy, I don't care. He pleads to any one of those, I find him guilty, and put that kid into counseling before the end of the day.
Well, obviously, I'd prefer you find him guilty of manslaughter in order counseling.
Yeah, Miss Ryan, I realize that you like to boost your felony conviction rate, but that confused boy in there did not cause the death of Juliet Bernard.
I resent your implication.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
Your Honor, if you're going to find Barry non-culpable in Juliet Bernard's death, why should I advise him to plead out?
To save his life, Mr. Erskine.
You are out of bounds, Judge Gray.
He didn't make love to her.
What has that got to do with it?
If he were a sexual sociopath, he would have had sex with her before she died. It is obvious to me that Juliet Bernard was a sexually sophisticated young woman. She was 2 years older. She knew where to get drugs. She was depressed. And we were all fooled by the makeup and the black clothing and the attitude into thinking that Barry Gilmore was the one who was death obsessed. But Barry didn't want to die. He was afraid. He didn't chug vodka and nail his girlfriend and wave goodbye to the world. Once Juliet was gone, his resolve failed. And sometimes they try again.
Who tries what exactly, Judge Gray?
Suicide pacts that go wrong. If we find him culpable in her death, it will only increase his sense of guilt and shame. And I don't know about you, but I don't want any part of helping that boy to try suicide again.
Has it occurred to you there's a twist in psychology at work here?
Yes, it has.
What do you think it means that you're down here at 7 o'clock on a weeknight refurbishing a long-lost childhood toy?
What do you think it means that it's a weeknight and you're afraid to go home?
Donna's usually asleep by midnight.
You know, Vincent, if she were in love with you, it would explain why she seems to hate you all of a sudden.
Nope. Sorry, it's classic transference. Donna's mad at Oscar, she's taking it out on me. Remedial Psych 101.
Vincent, did you feel close to Dad?
Nobody's close with Dad.
Well, I was. He adored me. I was his favorite.
Well, just you then.
And Mom.
Amy, when a man has a workshop as extensive as this one, it isn't because he wants to while away the hours with his wife and kids.
Well, look, I don't remember him saying I love you once. I mean, he was affectionate. He kissed me goodnight, he hugged me, said he was proud of me and all that.
I think he remembered my name once. No, maybe I'm making that up.
He never said I love you. But when he gave me this bike, he etched the word love into metal with his bare hands.
It must make you feel pretty good then. Him doing something so out of character.
That's me and you. On this day, we went on bumper cars. I had to get in with you because your feet couldn't touch the pedals.
You bought me caramel corn. And my daddy was there.
Well, I'm your father's father. Remember? You used to call me Papa J.
When can I see my mom?
Brett, we are going in there to talk, all right?
Hasn't anyone told the boy his mother is dead?
He knows, Mr. Jowett. He just needs to feel safe before he can admit it. He slept beside his mother for a week, dousing her body with perfume, waiting for her to wake up. Mr. Jowett, I need to know why you've had so little contact with your grandson.
My son and Marnie had a contentious divorce and a pretty bad custody battle. In my opinion, they both behaved shamefully. I tried to get Marnie to let me come into her life, but she blamed me for the man my son turned out to be. I understand that, but she was wrong. Sometimes it just isn't the parents' fault.
Give me a moment.
Can we go see my mom now?
Brent, your grandfather is very upset about your mother.
Why?
He just can't believe she's gone. You know, what I think is that he really cared about her. And, he wonders how anyone so young and beautiful could just die. You and your grandfather are the last two people left in your family. That's too much sadness for one person to handle all by himself. Do you think you could help him?
I'm just a kid.
You're all he has. And he is all you have.
Do you think my mom's with my dad? Do you think they're together?
Yes, I do, Brent.
Michael is Papa Jay. Who's gonna take care of you?
It's all right. I won't be alone. None of us has to be alone.
My daddy can skip a rock 10 times.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I'm the one who taught him that.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Donna. I'm very glad you're home. I got something for you.
So? I hate Cocoa Crunchies. Do you really think I can't take you down?
Here's what I think is happening. I think that you're upset because you want out of your marriage. You're misdirecting your anger onto me. Ow! 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 Ow!
Then don't be psychological at me.
Okay, the only other explanation is that you're in love with me. And if you're in love with me, then obviously we gotta talk.
No, in case you haven't noticed, my tastes run to a beefier, more manly kind of fella. Oscar makes 3 of you. Oh my God, you haven't fallen in love with me, have you?
What? No. No. What? No, you're the one who's treating me like crap. Okay. I may be overstepping here, but I think that you should divorce him.
On what grounds?
He killed his mother.
He was a murderer when I fell in love with him. What's different now? Nothing's changed.
He lied to you. I mean, you believed that he was innocent, but he's not. He did it. Look, when a person kills another person, it leaves a mark.
Especially when he uses an axe the way Oscar did.
I know it was you.
Oh.
Well, who else would it be doing laundry at this time of the night?
I mean, the bike. Love Daddy.
Your father loved you very much.
Then why did you have to write it?
Oh, Amy. He listened to you describe what you wanted.
ordered it especially, and he put it together right here. Took him forever. Man was all thumbs. And by the time he was done, he thought the bicycle said it all.
He put it together himself.
Word of God. But you were always an emotionally needy child. And you never could get enough of your father. So I helped the two of you out a little. Now, I'm sure you're going to say that I've thrown your entire relationship with your father into doubt.
You're a very good mother.
Hey, it's gonna be a divorce in the family.
Well, surely that's a little premature. We can't just give up.
Whoa. Wait, I'm talking about Donna and Oscar. Who are you talking about?
Donna and Oscar, of course.
So Donna's divorcing Oscar?
Yeah. Huh?
Wow. Hey, help me take this bike upstairs. I married them. They were my first couple.
Listen, Donna doesn't really have enough money for a lawyer, so I'm gonna make you a deal. You help Donna find some pro bono legal advice, and I'll take Mom on that Conservancy Garden Royal torture thing.
That's all right. I'll do both.
Why?
I'd like to spend the day alone with Mom.
Why?
Hey, let's both go riding on my bike.
No, you're on your own.
Yeah, come on. I'll tell you.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, there's nothing but drama when the detectives investigate a homicide. Solve the case with Law and Order.
আচ্ছা আপনি ওই দিন আপনার আম্মার সামনে আমার লগে এরকম ব্যবহার করছেন কেন?
আমার ইচ্ছে হয়েছে আমি করছি আর আমার পিছে ঘুরে লাভ নাই।
কেন? আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি না, ঘুরবো না কেন?
বেহায়া মেয়ে রে বাবা, তোমার তো আমি ক্লিয়ার করে বলছি যে আমি তোমার বিয়ে করব না।
আরে আপনার আম্মাই তো আমার পছন্দ করছে, তো আপনি শাদি করবেন না কেন?
তাহলে তারই বিয়েটা করো।
জি জি জি, আস্তাগফিরুল্লাহ, কি কইতাছেন? আমি আপনার আম্মারে কেন শাদি করব? তো আপনারা শাদি করুন। আর আপনি যদি আমার শাদি না করছেন তাহলে কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম আমার হাতে লিখুন।
তোমার যা ইচ্ছা তুমি তাই করো, আমি একদমই ভয় পাই না। আগেরবার মাইনে নিছি, খেলা ছিল দেখা, এটা খেলা না, এটা আমার জীবন। আমি জীবন নিয়ে ছেলে খেলা করতে পারবো না।
আমি হাঁচা হাঁচা কইতেছি, আমি কিন্তু ব্লেড দিয়ে
হাতে পায়ে গলায় মুখে সব জায়গায় যেখানে ইচ্ছা সেখানে লেখো। ইংরেজি বাংলা ফার্সি যেটাতে পারো সেটাতেই লেখো, আমার কিচ্ছু যায় আসে না।
আপনার আমি শেষবারের মতো কইতেছি, আপনার আর বেশি সময় দিব না, শুধুমাত্র 12 ঘন্টা সময় দিলাম। এই 12 ঘন্টার মধ্যে আপনি আপনার মত বদলাইবেন, নাহলে কইলাম আমি হাঁচায় ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম লিখে ফেলাম, আমার কেউ আটকাইতে পারবো না।
আরামসে তুমি সিগারেট টানো, বুঝে নাই শান্তিতে, আর ওদিক দিয়ে কাম সারছে।
কেন কি হইছে?
আরে শুনোস না, ওই মেয়ে তো ডেঞ্জারাস একটা ঘটনা ঘটায় ফেলছে।
লেট দিয়ে হাত কাটছে, এখন কি হইব মামা?
ওই মেয়েটা
বস কি মামা?
কস হাত কেন? ওই মেয়ের তোর কোনো কথা হইছিল?
কালকে রাত্রেবেলা বাসার সামনে এসে দাঁড়ায় ছিল, আমার 12 ঘন্টার আলটিমেটাম দিছে।
এই কিসের আলটিমেটাম দিছে রে? হ্যাঁ
আরে ওই বিয়াতে রাজি না হইলে কি জানি।
এই কথা তুই আগে কবি না।
আরে আমি কি বুঝছি নাকি?
আরে না বাবার কি আছে, বুঝোস না, মেয়েটা তো ডেঞ্জারাস। এখন যদি কিছু হয়ে যায় মামা, আমাকে তো পুলিশে ধরে নিয়ে যাবে।
আমি কি করছি?
ও আমি কি করছি কিছু জানো না? ওই বেটা আইনার মারপে জানো, জীবনে তো থানায় তুই যাস্তে জানবি কেন? থানায় আমি গেছি জানি। ফোন যে কোনো হলে আত্মহত্যা প্ররোচনকারী যেই হোক না, তার নাম যদি একবার থানায় গিয়ে কয় মামা, তাহলে তার খবর আছে। এখন তুই কি করবি তুই চিন্তা করে দেখ।
কি করছে সব? এই লাইলি বাইচা আছে তো?
হ্যাঁ শুনলাম ও তো বাইচা আছে।
কোন হসপিটাল আছে কো, আমি যাই একটু দেখা করে আসি।
হসপিটালে যাই দেখা করে, হসপিটাল থাকলে এতক্ষণ তুমি চৈত শিকার ভিত্তা থাকলা, বুঝো নাই? আর তুমি যাই হয়তো বাসায় আছে। এই তুই কি ওর বাসায় যাবি?
তুই যাবি মামা?
হায় রে খোদা, তুমি আইছো, আমি জানতাম তুমি আইবা। আমি লাইলে রে কইছি তুমি আসবা। চ্যাংরা হও আর রক্ত গরম হও, মানুষ তো তোমার মনের ভিতরে সেই প্রেমটা আছে।
আচ্ছা আমি লাইলির সাথে একটু দেখা করবো।
লাইলির সাথে দেখা করবা?
কেমন আছে ও?
আছে বাবা, আসো আসো, তোমার আমি একটু দেখা করে আসো।
এইসব কি?
প্লেট দিয়ে তোমার নাম লিখছি, বানান ঠিক আছে?
একদম ঠিক আছে। কিন্তু কি বলো ভাই, না ভালো হয়েছে না? আমি কিন্তু লাইলিতে কইছিলাম যে লাইলি একটা ছবি তুইলা ওরে পাঠাই দে। ভাই কইছে যে না, কিছু জিনিস আছে এগুলো ছবি তুলে পাঠালে সঠিকভাবে দেখা যায় না, সামনাসামনি দেখতে হয়। এর লেগে তো এতক্ষণ ধরে তোমার জন্য অপেক্ষা করতেছি।
এইসব পাগলামির কোনো মানে আছে?
আছে না, তোমার আমি শাদি করব, তুমি আমার শাদি করবা, করবা না?
এই তুমি কি আমার বলদ পাইছো? বলদ এই পাশে দাঁড়ানো লোকটার মতো।
নিলয়, তুমি আমার মামার নিয়ে কি করতেছো?
আমি বলবো তুমি শুনবা। মানে এই যদি তোমার হাত কাটার নমুনা হয়, হ্যাঁ আমি জানলে আমি জীবনেও আসতাম না। আর যদি হাত সত্যি সত্যি কাটতাও তাও আসতাম না, কোনো লাভই হতো না। আমি তোমারে বিয়ে করব না। তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শুধুমাত্র মজা নেওয়া যায়, বাড়ির বউ করা যায় না। তোমার মধ্যে ওই রকম কোনো এলিমেন্টই নাই।
তুমি একটু বেশি বেশি করতেছো না?
এই মাঝখান দিয়ে ঢুকে গেলেন? হ্যাঁ সাদে কি আপনার মানুষে হাবলু কয়? এর লেগে আপনার হাবলু কয়। আর ঢুকছেন যখন, তখন আমারে না বুঝায় আপনার এই ড্রামাবাজ ভাগ্নিরে বুঝান। আমি ওরে বিয়ে করবো না, আমি মরে গেলে ওরে বিয়ে করবো না। মানে নিজের তো কোনো মান সম্মান নাই, পরিবারের মান সম্মানটা যদি খোয়াইতে না চাও তাহলে এসব বন্ধ করো। সবার সামনে অপমান করবো না।
থাক ভাগ্নি, তুই কষ্ট পাইস না। হয় তোরা বুঝতে পারে নাই, আর যেদিন বুঝতে পারবো ওই কান্দা বুক চাপড়াইবো, তখন বুঝবো যে কি জিনিস হারাইছি। তুই কান্দিস না ভাগ্নি, একদম কান্দিস না। তুই থাক, আমি আইতাছি, দেখতেছি।
Bay phun sợ cà si chi cài bay ô bay đều bay bay không bay không không rồi rồi bao nhiêu phút đây 00335 không mất tích này yes núp quay không cái khu nào núp vậy con tàu ê cái con này họ chấm mà mấy con bằng kia là họ chấm hết không biết là bao nhiêu củ quay cài là lúc đó mới được và thầy ơi đi như vậy đây ngủ đắp làm sao vậy chôn tao mày chôn tao mày thích làm hỏng cho mình không lợn này xiềng vang với trang bị tập tác sọc được quyết định của chơi đánh Timor đánh con bài Timor búp skill Timor quá cay xa nhá nhưng mà có ấn tốc được để dành Timor xanh được ai à ngon yes, đánh lại ghép được thì đỡ đau cả. Xoay lưng, tay xa thì giống rồi. Đau 2 là đau nữa. 3 là đau nữa. 4, 3 là đau. Này kết được vẫn vẫn ngay. Ok. Nhiều. Chuẩn. Chỉ cái bài. Chia chia gai. Nước này, phải để cho tự bay. Tao muối nhỉ? What the hell? Chuồn ra. Cút hết. Có lẽ nào em vội quên đi và có lẽ nào 500 củ ấy 614 củ à? Thế mình kiếm 100 củ nữa sự là có nổi không? Ôi à không rồi, anh đã ấn vội rồi. Có lẽ 62 triệu này. 62 triệu rồi. Cũng một lần quay được gần 100 củ ấy. 100 củ không? Mình quay được 400 lap mà được. 400 lap phải được 100 củ. Mình cùng bố nào. Vương miện định mệnh. Rồi xong, biết đánh mày gì rồi? Đánh mày gì rồi, biết đánh mày gì rồi? Để nhặt bài á. Có lẽ nào em vội quên đi và có lẽ nào quên đi có lẽ nào anh trong tâm trí em. Ôi gà cho cái này à? Làm rồi nè. Xong đi. Vua tối ưu Aria bán này. Mèo 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 mèo. Này mà phải đét không? Đẹp 598 củ chưa đủ, chưa phải là tất cả. Mấy thằng này ra quát lipet ở cái map 2 này xử có đéo gì trốn. Cái pet thì yếu như lợn. Anh khinh khinh yes khinh beat ITCS big 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 ai à Torres xì xì điều sao Torres xì 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 ra Torres rồi xì 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 gai xì xì cút cút xì xì ra Torres à chưa ok đằng nào cũng phải lắp cái danh Gasol. Big IC Basikia. Ủa Sơn bố Hiếu béo đang playing Space War. Cái gì vậy? Ôi dồi nháy phát 2 lần. Chuẩn chuẩn không vậy chóm. Chuẩn đét cho thôi. Chuẩn và đét như phi công vậy. Ok bay tiếp bay cao. Thu rồi sao nhỉ? Thu rồi sao ấy? Thôi thằng Zena bắn đau lắm. Zena 2 đồ rồi chịu. Zena Sojin mấy cả cuồng đau đấy hiểu. Vội vậy chồng 6.8 à. Bây giờ sẽ
ভাই কি দেখেন?
বাইকটা কি আপনার?
হ্যাঁ আমার ভাই কি হয়েছে?
নাম্বার প্লেট কই?
সেটা দিয়ে আপনার কি দরকার?
রাইট দেন।
হ্যাঁ রাইট দিই। কি হয়েছে?
বেরিবাদ যাবেন?
না ভাই এই মুহূর্তে বেরিবাদ যাবো না ভাই।
ভাই চলেন না, আমার মায়ের অসুস্থ।
ভাই আমার রাইড শেষ, আমার পোলার আছে জন্মদিন, আমার তাড়াতাড়ি বাড়ি যাইতে হবে। আমি যাইতে পারবো না, তো আপনি আর একটা রাইড দেখেন, নিয়ে যাবো আপনারে।
ভাই বিপদ তার বইলে আসেন, আমার মায় অসুস্থ ভাই, আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি একজন হেল্প করতো না?
এই মুহূর্তে ভাই এই বেরিবাদে আমার বাড়িটা থাকলো উল্টা দিকে, আমার যাইতে অনেক দেরি হয়ে যাবে।
ভাই একটু স্যাক্রিফাইস করেন না ভাই, আমার মা অসুস্থ, আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি আপনি করতেন না?
আরে
একটু বাড়াই দেবো ভাই, চলেন ভাই।
আরে এই সময় বেরিবাদ কেমনে যাবো
ভাই? আয়ান না, আমি তো আপনার সাথে যাইতেছি ভাই, আমার একটু নামাই দিয়ে আসেন, খুব দরকার ভাই। চলেন ভাই।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে চলেন। ভাই কোন দিকে? ভাই আর কোন দিকে যাবো কোন তো? সেই কখন থেকে তো সামনে সামনে করতেছে।
মা, শফিকরে ডাক দাও।
আমার অনেক রাত হয়েছে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করো, ওর জন্য একটা কেকের পিস রেখে দাও।
আচ্ছা রাইখা দিব না, কাল সকালে তুই দিয়ে আসিস।
মা, মোমবাতি কই?
মোমবাতি আনতে তো ভুলে গেছি একদম।
তাহলে কাজ করো, বাবাকে আনতে কইয়া দাও।
তোর বাপ কি জানে যে কেক কিনে নিয়ে আসছি? আচ্ছা আগে আসুক, তারপরে দোকানে পাঠাবো নেবো মানে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করি, আমি নিজে গিয়ে নিয়ে আসি।
ছোট মানুষের রাতে বেলা বাইরে যাওয়া নিষেধ তোরে শিখাইছি না?
তাহলে আবার একটা কাজ করো, বাবাকে ফোন দিয়ে কইয়া দাও বেলুন আনতে, আর বলবা যে তাড়াতাড়ি আসতে।
আর একটু অপেক্ষা করি, হ্যাঁ তারপর কমুনি।
Một video 1 ngày 5 tháng 7 2024 bên chia link let's go boy. Mình sẽ bày tiếp cho các em xem nhé. Ok, để tự lại. Anh sẽ khiển một chút. Mình sẽ kiếm 50 củ để 50 củ để luôn tiếp luôn chính xác nhất. Đây nếu lái được thẳng quá trốn mua, lái thẳng rồi. Chi xong rồi phải không? Mày hù tỏ đùa, mày đùa thôi, thầy kệ cho mày tự đi. Chuyển thuyết tăng trưởng mày. Cách xa sửa binh nhé. Ok, thật ra được 3 của 47 chứ đâu, cộng 3,17 như trừ 20%, tầm chơi được 20%. Đây là nạp chút năng lượng trôi qua bản thân bay trên 127 triệu rồi nào. 127 triệu pet à? Đây chơi lên ở đây gọi 2 cái màu vàng ở sắp bài hay cao như thầy đi kéo ấy. Nộp chờ giảm đất xếp thằng này quỷ à, áp quỷ vô ba đùa tao cái này rất là tuyệt rồi dọc rồi chết rồi cái gì 2 phút thôi 2 phút hơn của pháo mày lái mày cộng 10 cho thầy. Đây, để nhìn thấy Đùa Đùa tao. Thế mà không được. Làm nào rồi. Số máu bao nhiêu. Đây rồi. Ngã chéo mà. Thế mà không được. 26 lắm rồi. Được à? Rồi đâu? 2 3 cái viên bình thấy không? 5 m, ui 50%. không? Ui, ra với bia này, độc dược à? Thôi cút, không quan trọng. Vụ nổ lớn, bình sẽ sẵn bài tử thần mà. Đều hiểu sẽ sẵn bài. Chơi chạm đất, trải thải cái đường đâu mà chạm chứ. Là thế rồi. Đang xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống. Đang số thì binh sinh linh không? 3 2 1 perfect một lần này. Đấy, kiếm 15 lần perfect không? 100 lần perfect thì là ăn 6 triệu. Nhờ 7 triệu. Mình cần 50 thôi, đã được 5 củ rồi. 7 củ là bình thường. Chuẩn rồi. Đấy á, đón thêm một nhịp. Đón thêm một nhịp là mình rồi. Để chỉnh. Ok. Không được. Mất kiếm mà. Cổ không mất áo luôn. Mất áo luôn à? Nếu còn gì? Phải lấy găng tay. Đây để thay. Rồi 1 2 lần. Thế là 30% à? Xem bao nhiêu nhá. 30% bình. Cũng gần 5 củ ấy. 40 củ à? 2 lần được 10 củ nữa. Thấy áo điết. Let's go. Let it go. Một chiếc binh chi linh không vậy. Bánh 7 láp à? Vậy 456 triệu coin để rebirth tiếp à? Sợ khó đấy. Anh cần 50 củ rồi này. Phải chừng 40 củ tròn. Kiếm tiền từ điêu ấy. Một lần perfect này. Một lần perfect. Thầy lái. Mình thắng. Nghe cái trường mình thắng. Mày 10% nữa. Mày ngã. Mày không được. Đùa tao. Xuống không. Xuống 7 bánh ơi. Nếu được rồi. Chọn nhau nhỉ. Không được rồi. Lại lệch trên này. 10 đây.
তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
ডরাবো কেন? মাকে এরকম আটকা মায়া মানুষ সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ। বইলাইছো শেষবার মতো চুলদারি আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা, কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটার দায় আপনার উপর পড়বো। সরেন।
আরে ভাই, নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম। জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই। কি করতেছ? এটা কি করলি তুই মামা বলতো? শেষ পর্যন্ত ওই হাবলু মামার কাছে। সরি বলছি তো, মিস্টেক হয়েছে। আর এটা খেলা না, খেলাতে হার জিত থাকি। এই কথা তুই বলতেছিস? 3 বারের চ্যাম্পিয়ন নিলয় বলতেছে এই কথা, শেষ পর্যন্ত খেলায় হার জিত থাকেই। হ্যাঁ বলতেছি, এবার হয় না, আগামীবার হইব। আর শোন, আমাদের না বয়স বেশি হয়ে গেছে, ঠিক আছে? এখন এটা জুনিয়রদের করা কাম, আমরা অনেক সিনিয়র হয়ে গেছি। এই দাঁড়া জুনিয়র, হ্যাঁ? কোন অ্যাঙ্গেল ওই হাবলু মামার তো জুনিয়র মনে হলো কত দেখি? এই কথা শোনার পরে ওই হাবলু মামা সানফ্লাওয়ার তেল মাইরা ঠিক ঠিক করে হাসবো। তুই এমন একটা কাজ করছিস মামা, এলাকায় মুখ দেখানোর মতো অবস্থা থাকলো না। আমি টাকা দিতেছি, একটা কাজ কর, বোরকা কিনা পিন্দা করতে থাক, ঠিক আছে? এলাকায় মুখ দেখাইতে হইব না। দাঁড়া, আমার মনে হইতেছে কেউ তোরে তাবিজ করছে। তুই কখনো তো এই কথা বলার ছেলে না, কি হয়েছে কত? কোনো তাবিজ টাবিজ কিছু না। আর শোন, আনোয়ারের রহিম বাবুর ছেড়ে আনতে পাঠাইছিলাম, কই হয়?
ভাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাই।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আনোয়ার কই?
ভাই পাটায় কই জানি গেল গা ভাই? কামটা কি হলো ভাই? কালে গেম রাইডা গেলেন?
যাওয়ার হইছে, কাজের কথা আসি। লাইলির পার্টিতে কাচ্চি করে দিব
না ভাই, পারুম না, মাফ করে দেন ভাই। আপনার লেগে আমার জানা হাজির, রুমের লেগে আমি ভাই কাচ্চি বাচ্চি রাখতে না ভাই।
তুই কি কর? রহিম ভাই মাথা ঠান্ডা। তোমাদের ছাড়া হইব না তো বিষয়টা। এমন কাচ্চি খাওয়াই ফিরবো, মনে করো 7 দিন যাতে কেউ বাথরুম থেকে বাইর না হইতে পারে। বুঝছো না বিষয়টা? পারবা না? যাও এবার রেডি করে গিয়া যাও তাড়াতাড়ি।
একটু বড় খবর হইব।
তোমরা আমগুলোকে বইতা।
আরে আমরা তো খাবোই, আগে আপ্যায়নটা করে নেই। পুরান ঢাকার ট্রেডিশন তো আপ্যায়ন করা, কি মামা?
এই তো দুষ্ট লাইনে আছো, এরকম লাইনে থাকলে তো কোনো সমস্যা হইতো না। খুব তো কইছিল খেলার কথা, এখন বুঝছো খেলা কি?
এখন একদম ক্লিয়ার মামা। আপনার একটু কাছে দিই। আলু দেই, আলু।
না না আলু না, গোস্ত দাও, গোস্ত দাও।
এই যে গোস্ত দেই।
অনেক মজা হয়েছে। এই লাইনে দাও, লাইনে দাও।
আলু
লাইলি ল। তুমি লইবা নি?
খাইতা মজা তো।
তুমি একটু খাও।
সবাই আমগুলোকে খাইতা।
আরে খাবো তো, খাবার তো আছে।
আমগুলোকে খাও।
আরে মামা খান তো। আছে কিছু লাগলে বললেন কিন্তু।
মজা হয়েছে।
আসলে
না, তুলা গোস্ত দাও।
এইবার লইয়া কয়বার হয়েছে?
ভাই 5 বার।
তোমার এত করে কইছি যে একটু কম কম খাও, মাংনা খাওন পাইলে হুদাই হামাম করে খাও।
দুলা ভাই আমি তো মাগনা খাওয়ান খাই ভাই, আমরা তো বাজিতে জিতছি আর আমি তো পরিমাণ মতোই খাইছি। বিশ্বাস করেন দুলা ভাই, আমি নিশ্চিত ওরা খাওয়ানোর মধ্যে কিছু মিশাইছে। লাইলিও তো পরিমাণ মতো খাইছে, ওরা তো পেট নামছে শুনছি।
হ্যাঁ, মানুষের খায় কাম নাই, তোমার খাওয়ানোর লোকে কিছু মিলাইছে।
ভাই আপনি জানেন না, ওরা অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস দুলা ভাই। ওরা প্রত্যেকটা ধরে ধরে ফাঁসি দেওয়া উচিত দুলা ভাই। আমি খালি একটু সোজা হয়ে দাঁড়াইলই, তারপর দেখেন আমি রাজপথে নামবো, আমি আন্দোলন করবো মগো ফাঁসির লিগা।
যাও তুমি তোমার কামে যাও, আমি তোমার লেগে কেড়ে বয়ে থাকো।
আপনি একটু বহান ভাই।
Để xem cái này nó còn ngang. Thừa thì bớt 2 lần mà. Và để kiếm tiền để bớt nha. Chẳng mà sao chúng nó cứ chơi ở đây. Kiếm tiền để bớt ở đây ạ. Ra chúng nó cứ bày ở đây thì anh cũng bày ở đây rồi. Đến quan đi bớt. Rồi ra khỏi xe. Kinh rét ra kinh rét thờ rét luôn. Chuẩn form vậy thầy ơi. Sojin này. Sojin khả năng à. Kiếm đồ cho Asia rồi. Có quan trọng gì ra đâu. Sắp đủ đồ. Bình chia lên. Đầu ra quan oan giỏi mà cho hiệu thần dừng thực sự là hợp lý đấy thầy. Ba là hợp lý. Luận đầu à để tài chính. Tắc kè phải thần dừng cũng vậy, tắc kè loài mắt. Lắc đi à? Lắc đi ra sau. À, đẹp đấy nhỉ, đẹp đấy. Là đẹp. Không sao đâu bạn ơi. Không sao. À. Ngồi đầu. Bạn không biết. Bay nhanh bay đét vào. Bay tỷ lap. Phải không vậy? Ta tính chưa? Tích chưa? Tích rồi. Tích rồi. Chỉ rồi. Phải bay trên đỉnh một lúc không? Wow. Đó phần nữa theo hết 38. Ui. Eo thua mà. Thua được mà. Cái này thua được mà. Chôn không? Quà sinh nhật là trai quý nhở. Thua được mà mình thua này mà. May sang này vậy. Ok, đấy, lại về đây đã tự di chuyển, là thầy di chuyển, là thầy chỉnh hai bên lên xong. Đinh không vậy? Đinh không vậy? Đinh không thầy ơi, Đinh không thầy ơi, Đinh không thầy ơi, Đinh không thầy ơi, Đinh. Ai á? Chôn tao. M là nó 50M. Nhanh lên tao. Từ từ rồi. Mặc thêm 7 đấy. Chuẩn không nhỉ? Bay sự đét đấy. Đây là vậy gì hay à, mảnh rất nhiều mảnh nha, rất nhiều mảnh nha. Cung luôn mà thôi xin cái mảnh lấy đồ cho oan vậy, thêm cái giáp máu nữa, kiếp cái mấy cái mảnh cũng hết sạch mà anh lấy mảnh còn lại।
আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এই লইতে বান্ধব তুই চুপ থাক। তুমি তো মোর বন্ধু সুরজ রে চেনো, মোর মেলা দিনের পুরানা বন্ধু, লোকটাও ভালো বিশ্বাসী, আর তার মাইয়া যে খারাপ হইবে ইয়া কিন্তু মোর বিশ্বাস হয় না। আমার ওই দোস্ত সুরজ রে মুই কথা দিছি তার মাইয়া আয়সার লগে আগামী মাসে মগো পোলার বিয়া দিব তা বাবা তুমি কি কর?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, রাস্তা ক্লিয়ার।
তোর বাবার একটু মাথা মোটা হইলে তাতে কি হয়েছে? কথাটা কিন্তু খুব একটা খারাপ করেনি, তাই না? ভালো একটা ডিসিশন নিছে।
এই বেটা, ওই যাও কই? আরে বেটা বহো, যাও যাও কই?
বয় বাবা বয়, বয় রাখি। মাথাটা ঠান্ডা করে বয় না, কথা বলতেছি, কথাগুলি একটু শুন।
আচ্ছা, আব্বু আম্মু মন থেকে খুশিতে তোরে বিয়ে করাইতে চাইতেছে, মানে তোর মতো বলদ আমি আমার দুনিয়াতে দেখিনি। তুই যেখানে রাজি হবি সে জায়গার মধ্যে তুই উল্টার মোসামসি করতেছিস। আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমার যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর, তাহলে আমি
এলইটে বান্দর তুই চুপ থাক বাজান। মোসরামুসরি কইরা কোনো লাভ হইবে না। বিয়া কোনো অপরাধের কাম না। শুনো, পোলাপান যখন বড় হয় বাবা মার দায়িত্ব পোলাপান করে উত্তম জায়গায় বিয়ে দেওয়া। আমার জানা মতো মাইয়াটা সুশীল ভদ্র, বিয়েটা হইয়া গেলে তখন বুঝবা, তখন আর তোমার অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করা লাগবে না। বাবার হোটেলে বইয়া ঠ্যাংয়ের উপর ঠ্যাং তুলা খাবা। অসুবিধা কি?
অনেক অসুবিধা। আমি বিয়ে করবো না। আর তোমার বিয়ে দেওয়ার ইচ্ছা হলে তোমার ছোট ছেলের সাথে বিয়ে দাও। ওই যে আয়সানা কি নাম, ছোট ছেলের বিয়ে দিয়ে দাও তার সাথে। আমি পড়াশোনা করব, আমি পড়াশোনা করে পাশ করব, পাশ করে আমি হায়ার স্টাডির জন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে, বিদেশের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমি পড়তে যাব। আমি বিয়ে করব না, আমি পড়াশোনা করব।
বাজান, দিল্লি বহু দূর, ওদিকে তুমি তাকাইও না, লাভ হইবে না। ওই মাইয়ারেই তোমার বিয়া করতে হইবে। ফোন নাম্বার নেও, কথা কও, দরকার পড়লে দুজনে দেখা সাক্ষাৎ করো, সিন পরিচয় হও। আগামী মাসের যে কোনো দিন তুমি কত মোর এককানি কথা।
আব্বা, তোরা তো জানিস তোর আব্বার মাথা গরম, যেই কথা বলে সেই কাজ না করা পর্যন্ত তার মাথাটা গরমই থাকে। তাছাড়া বাবা, সবার তো আর লেখাপড়া হয় না, হয় ক? বাবা যে বলছে বিয়ে শাদী কইরা বাবার ব্যবসাটা একটু দেখাশোনা কর, এতে করে তোর একটা নতুন জীবন হবে, একটা নতুন সংসার হবে, তাই না? জীবনটা একদম পাল্টায়া যাবে, ঝরঝরা হয়ে যাবে, তাই না? আব্বা আমার কথা শুনতে হয়। হ্যাঁ বাজান,
আমার ভবিষ্যৎ এমনিও ভালো, পড়াশোনা করলেই ভবিষ্যৎ ভালো হবে। তুমি যাও এখান থেকে, যাও, আমার মেজাজ একটু গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যাও এখান থেকে যাও।
তোর বাবার কথাটা একটু ভালো করে মনোযোগ দিয়ে চিন্তা কর। হ্যাঁ,
ভাইয়া জীবনে বহুত অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করেছো, এবার জীবনের অঙ্কটা মিলাও। এই যে উস্কো খুস্কো গালগুলো আছে না, চুলগুলো আছে না, ওগুলো সেরুনে গিয়ে ফেশিয়াল টেশিয়াল করে একটু মানুষ হও, বুঝছো?
জুতাগুলো না ময়লা হয়ে গেছে, এগুলো ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো। ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো।
Được, anh biết là vay vay kỳ quý mà. Anh biết là nhưng mà không lãi là nót mà. Đấy. Đấy, mình lợi thì lợi nhuận. Biết rồi, anh biết mà. Lợi nhuận thì cũng cao nhưng lợi nhuận cao lỗ cũng cao mà. Đấy, thì lợi nhuận bởi vì nó lợi nhuận cao lỗ cũng cao mà. Vậy mà mình vay ấy. Không tệ. Được quá, giờ đó là Bitcoin đang dần đang lên tí rồi đấy. Được đấy. Nó đang lên tí rồi đấy. Em phải lấy thằng lương đã. Em phải lấy thằng lương đã, không được. Không muốn cả các không được cút đấy. Không được 50 đâu. Lo cái gì không? Lên nói, đang lên nói, không muộn, không kia 55 giờ 57 rồi. Sắp mà lên lại 70 thì tính. Và lên lại 70 thì bình ấy. Bây giờ mua thì bây giờ lên lại 70 giờ nhiều ấy. Là số 40 rồi tái. Số lại số 40 rồi. tại mấy cái thằng Đức nó bán Bitcoin đi ấy, trôn. Thằng Đức này, mấy thằng Đức thích handle thị trường không? Lợi. Nhưng mà đúng rồi. Không được đâu. Nhưng mà mấy thằng Hold to Die cũng nhót mà, Hold to Die cũng nhót đấy. Hold to Die rồi, Hold to Die giờ đang sợ mà gần thôi thoát, đang thôi thoát mà. Hôm kia 5 thôi thoát mà. Một game rồi. Có đang quay mà, đang. Thế anh mới không đổi game nữa. Yes. Đi á, xong vào ghi nốt xong. Đi á, không vào nốt. Được. Anh khát nước. Đấy, như thế. Cho từ giây phút bao nhiêu, giờ bao nhiêu, phút bao nhiêu, giây bao nhiêu đến bao nhiêu. Xong. Bây giờ mà có kiểu làm đơ cái màn hình webcam này xong mình chạy đáy vào xong vẫn một mặt đấy xong rồi lại chạy tiếp kìa. Stop vậy, stop webcam. Tôi bảo là chắc là lỗi mạng thôi, không sao đâu. Yes sir. Kiểu bật tay phát, ui, lỗi mạng à? Cái gì đây? Mình không biết. 18 cái mũ à? Này chơi quả game mà treo được. Anh chơi cái quả game mà treo được. Mà anh đang chơi chay ấy, anh đang dịch. Launch into Space Simulator. Space Simulator. Thằng Vũ quay lại à? Vũ không chơi War Zero nữa à? Em cái bạn mà Vũ mà. Tưởng em cái bạn mà Vũ rồi. Được hả không? Yes. Cái hồi mà anh không uống nhiều ấy, anh còn ngồi im không cả đi đái cơ. Giờ uống nước nhiều rồi phải dậy đái vào. Có hồi mà là tôi quay với Vũ Huyền Cương ấy, sao anh quay cả đêm đấy ấy. Anh uống mỗi cà phê không uống nhiều nước thì anh không đái, ngồi bắt đến sáng. Có mấy 10 tiếng rồi. Quả đấy là có cái trò anh cày đó hay là anh có đến sáng. Gì broccoli Minecraft. Rồi sẽ quen thôi. Lắm rồi à. Tán giờ qua. Rồi xin chuẩn bị đứng dậy. Bao nhiêu 40 hoặc 20 phút rồi uống nước. Tán nước điện. Chưa uống thuốc nữa. Yes. Quay nhiều hơn quen mà. Rồi quay chán tiền. Sao mấy anh còn không biết đánh cờ ấy, anh cũng chơi cái gì khác ngoài Roblox đâu, chỉ chơi Roblox thôi. Có biết chơi cái gì đâu. Bây giờ nhanh mà, một trận 30, 40, 50 phút rồi, dễ. Từ lúc vào bài treo á, ví dụ mà cái game này nó bay được ấy. Giới hạn chơi một game mà tầm 10 đến 15 tiếng một game là chỉ được quay trong đấy là phải đổi game rồi cho nó bắt thế. Nó không cho quay một game quá nhiều ấy. Ý là treo nhưng mà thỉnh thoảng vào GG cái chuột phải ấn để di màn hình nhé. Nó cần cái mình chỉnh góc rồi. Chứ không phải là mình chơi liên tục mày treo tu rồi mình chỉnh góc rồi. Thì cái game mà anh đang chơi với cả thằng Vũ ngoài thì lúc bay ấy thì nó tự bay mà mình chỉ cần vào mình di chuột một tí cho nó đổi góc rồi xong. Không phải làm gì đâu. Chứ mà anh thế mà đánh cờ xong rồi ví dụ set bài xong chả gì thì lại quay lại game này, còn nghe tiếng vào xong trận rao ở bên cờ thì quay lại cờ. Phải thôi, phải lách thôi. Làm sao mà đứng được, làm sao mà chuẩn được, chuẩn chết, chuẩn mệt quỷ. Xong rồi còn bắt nói liên tục. Thế bây giờ anh mới nói nhiều, nói liên tục, quay gì cũng nói, không cái gì là không nói. Mới là nhiều béo vào, anh nó quay cứ nói lắm thế. Phải nói lắm đấy. Phải nói lắm đấy. Không nói lắm không được đâu. Được rồi này, quay tiếp rồi. Luôn tiếp. Sự là đúng. Ôi à sao? Đừng có check đồng hồ liên tục thì lâu lâu à check. Check liên tục mới được một tí thôi. Để cho bay được ngoài tay quá. Rồi cho bay được ngoài tay quá. Bay cho thầy đi. Rồi cứ để cho bay. The Ocean World. Xong rồi cái game trước bọn anh treo để bắn PUBG nó hiện chữ auto file to đúng trên màn hình nghe. Thế là bọn nó không show qua. Có là bảo là quay 3 tiếng chỉ treo 1 tiếng thôi. Thế là anh mới đi tìm những cái game mà cái nút auto ấy nó không bị hiện lộ trên màn hình ấy. Thế anh tìm được mấy game nó không bị lộ rồi. Thế là treo mình nó có biết đâu. Dễ không đi. Nhưng người ta bao giờ trên cái drive tổng của tất cả các thằng update lên ấy nó ghi là use rồi ấy, đã sử dụng này thì mình xóa vô ấy, xóa trên drive cho đơn nặng. Thằng Vũ mua drive thì anh nó dùng chung mà. Quý ơi broccoli bay sử dụng nhanh nhẹn ấy. Cái vòng này 5 lap. Bao nhiêu tuổi cơ? Mình quay được 3 tuổi, 10 tuổi, đây là 20 tuổi, quay được 10 tuổi. Chuẩn. Em mà tao nhớ là bay 600 tuổi mà. 10.000 tỷ, một lần bay được 10.000 tỷ. Uầy, 10 lap à? Thằng noob. Rồi. Yes. Vũ 15 rồi. Rồi, cắn lên dương thôi. Cắn quá. Này em, Sam chỉnh chuẩn như vậy. Gì? Thằng kia nó không chỉnh à, thằng Tuấn nó không có chỉnh cho à, chôn à. Trước của anh là nó vào nó set cho anh mà. Nó vào gì nhỉ? Team view này set. Cái hồi đầu ấy nó mới xét tao ấy, nó còn bảo tao là phải để đầu như nào thì chuẩn. Nó bắt tao hạ cam một tí xuống mà, bắt tao hạ cam xuống mà để cho phần trên trống đỡ trống. Quý nhỉ, em có setting rồi. Camo bao nhiêu? Gì đây, hơn 10 tiếng lại. Thế là quay 20 tiếng mới lời 2 lít chọn không phải được tốt. Báo mẹ tuần 15 sinh nhật sắp sinh nhật Cương Vũ ơi, 11 sao ấy. Chào Tấn bảo đấy, chào Hoàng Tấn bảo đấy.